back. We are here to bully people who have an IQ under 80 because people with an IQ under 80 are the only people who ever disagree with this topic because they're just a bunch of very silly geese and it's low key fun to make fun of them. KO, thank you so much. And Sarah, thank you so much. Appreciate it. As we're coming on in, make sure you're double tapping on that screen, sharing it with your friends as we try to find the very first victim. Um, hey, if you're in that guest request box, though, make sure that you think being lesbian is wrong. That you have an argument, or oh fuck, yeah, just that you think being lesbian is wrong, and also that you're 18 or older. Those are the stipulations. That's what you got to do. If you don't do that, nah, I don't know. Don't show up.
Don't show up.
Yeah, true.
Hello.
What's
Oh,
up? How's it going,
Nathan.
Nathan?
Hi, I'm 1805. I just wanted to say you guys forgot like one of the other biggest companies for carbon dating, like E621. Come on, guys. Let's do more
Please.
research.
Okay, okay.
That's crazy
Yeah.
work.
I hope
That's
fuck, what was this? I hope Jerry's still there. Hope Jerry
me
is still out
too.
there. Um
Hello.
Hi.
hey, what's up? How's it going, everyone?
We
All
have
right.
achieved the trifecta.
Yeah, we got the squad. Squad's
Hell
all
yeah.
here.
We got the squad.
My lighting is so ass right now.
Eh,
What do you have against ass? Don't use that as a pejorative. The fuck?
Oh,
true.
Am I echoing?
No.
No.
Nar.
Hey,
Hey, how old are you?
I'm 24.
And do you think being lesbian is wrong?
Um, because I'm Christian, yes.
Okay. And do you even know what book of the Bible it says that it's wrong?
All right. Don't fixate on that. Don't fixate on
You're
my knowledge
joking.
of the Bible
You're
because
joking.
I can't like bring that up off of like my mind, but I know it says it in there.
But how would you know it says it in there if you never read it?
Yeah, and I think what
I've read
I'm
it, but I can't off of my memory. Like you gotta don't fixate on my memory because
No, that's
I know
fine.
it's
Okay,
in
then.
there.
Then can you summarize what the verse says?
I could look it up, but like
That's not what I said.
off rip, due to my memory, I don't know exactly where it's at. But we both know it's in there. You guys know it's in there. Is it
Yeah,
not
wait,
in
so
there?
why should I take seriously like a book that says that you can own human beings as farming equipment? Why would I take that seriously as like a source of morality?
Okay, so you asked me where's my verse? So can you tell me where that
Yeah,
verse is at?
Leviticus 25:44 through 46, it says that it's okay to own slaves.
I could read it to you if you want me to.
Okay, I believe that it says that, but okay, like do we know the full context of that
Yeah,
verse? Or
the
are you
full.
just
Is there
being selective?
is there any context where owning people as property for life is okay?
Tread
Um,
lightly.
Now, as a human being, I'm not the first human to be here. I'm not the first creation. I'm not the
That
one who
doesn't
Let's
wrote
really
the
answer
answer
my
my
Bible.
question.
question.
Wait, wait,
Don't
wait.
tap
Repeat the
don't
question.
tap
Repeat
dance
the
around
question.
it,
Is
bestie.
there any context that would make owning people as property for life okay?
Wait, repeat the question again. Repeat it again.
Is there any context that would make owning people as property for life okay?
All right. So if somebody killed your mother and that was the alternative to them, would you own them as property or would you kill
No.
them?
No.
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 Also,
I
stop saying
wouldn't
the K word.
I don't want to own a slave. What the fuck?
All right. So if somebody did something very cruel to your family and that was like an alternative option, is
No.
that wrong?
No.
So
We're
you think
not we're
wait, so
not taking
you think justice is doing something proportionate to like just as bad? Makes sense why you believe in Christianity, because that's what God does. God does something just as bad in the Bible as what like you would do. So you think that your even slate is, well, you off to my mother, so I'm gonna own you as property for life. That's your line of morality, brother?
It's not my mind. It's not my line of morality. But in this world, like you comparing it to the Bible slavery, I just brought that up.
You want me to read you what your Bible says about slavery?
Yeah,
Okay, cool. So we'll start with Leviticus. We'll go to Exodus. Ready?
I'm listening. Yes.
Cool. Your male and female slaves are to come from the nations around you. From them you may buy slaves. You may also buy some of the temporary residents living among you and members of their clans born in your country, and they will become your property. You can bequeath them to your children as inherited property and can make them slaves for life. But you must not rule over your fellow Israelites ruthlessly. We'll go to Exodus. Exodus 21 is the law for
I don't
Hebrew
get a
slaves.
kick out of arguing with you. Jesus is Lord. Jesus is Lord. I'm not fixated on that. Jesus is
Yeah,
Lord.
your
Jesus is
buddy's
Lord.
crashing
I
out.
don't
Just
get a
take a deep
kick out of
breath. It's
arguing with
okay.
you. I don't get a kick
Damn,
out of being
take your
ethical. Jesus is Lord.
antipsychotics and
I
get
don't get
back
a
to the
kick out of
discussion.
this.
It's gonna be
I don't get a
okay.
kick out of
Just calm
listening
down.
to
Take
you.
a deep
Jesus
breath.
is Lord.
Take a deep breath. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be
Jesus,
okay.
Jesus, Jesus,
Keep in
Jesus,
mind
Jesus,
that this
Jesus,
is why
Jesus.
this guy
I don't get a
doesn't
kick out of
respect
listening to
lesbian
you.
people.
Jesus, 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 Jesus,
Yeah.
Jesus,
Well,
Jesus.
you know,
Bro,
if
I
you
don't
think
get a
Jesus
kick
is
out of
God and the
listening to you,
Bible is
bro.
the Word
I
of
don't get a
God, then
kick
you're
out of it.
literally
I do get
listening
a
to
kick out
God.
of
You're literally
spamming
listening to
Jesus, though.
Jesus.
I get a
When
kick
Jesus
out of
says that it's okay
spamming
to own
Jesus.
slaves, keep on talking over me if you're a child molester. Damn, I guess he's a fucking child
Jesus, Jesus,
molester.
Jesus, 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 Jesus,
Okay.
Jesus. I get a kick out of spamming Jesus, bro. I don't get a kick out of arguing with you,
Yeah.
bro.
Do you get a kick out of making your position look foolish?
Giggity.
Okay.
Giggity. Jesus created these words. God created the word giggity, and I'm
Yeah.
spamming it. I get a kick out
Why
of
did
spamming
God create the
giggity. Giggity,
words you
giggity,
can
giggity,
own
giggity,
people as
giggity, giggity,
slaves?
giggity, giggity.
Damn. Hey.
Yeehaw. Thank you so much. You done? You trying to leave?
I got a
It's
kick.
the
I
X
got
in
a
the right
kick
hand
out of
corner.
spamming Jesus. I didn't get a kick out of arguing. Giggity, giggity,
Did,
giggity, 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 giggity,
did
giggity,
you
giggity,
get a
giggity,
kick out of
giggity,
embarrassing
giggity,
yourself in your
giggity, giggity,
position?
giggity, giggity. I'm getting a kick right now, bro.
Okay. Maybe you can get a kick elsewhere. What a what the
What the fuck?
fuck?
See, when he started this shit, I had my finger on the what's it called? On the disconnect, but I wanted him to make a fool of himself first.
Oh my god. Yeah, most coherent anti-lesbian individual.
Absolutely.
Wow.
100%.
Make sure you're double tapping on that screen, sharing it with your friends. If you're in that guest request box, make sure that you're 18 or older and that you do think that being lesbian is wrong. And make sure you're following Sam and AG because they both do great debates and host great topics. They're great people.
Thank you.
Hey, what's up? How's it going? How's it going? What's up, Emma?
Hi.
How old are you?
Wait,
Why
what
did
question?
he just send? Why did he just
no,
send
no,
me
one
a gift? He just sent me a gift.
The fuck?
It's one of the fucking visual ones too. That's crazy. Emma, are you
Wait,
there?
what? Yeah. I have a question.
Yeah.
Why do you think lesbians being lesbian wrong?
Wait, how old are you?
I'm not really comfortable revealing my age, but
Well, then I'm not really comfortable talking to you because you sound quite young.
Yeah. That's not.
I don't feel quite comfortable with telling you my age.
Yo,
Hey,
04, April 16,
okay.
20.
Okay.
God says it's wrong.
Okay. What's the evidence that God's real?
Miracles.
Such as.
Wait, so you believe in the Quran, correct?
Yep.
So do you think that the Quran says anything false?
No.
Gotcha. Wait, so then why does the Quran say that the testicles and or the prostate are between the spine and the rib cage?
Can you bring it up?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
Happy to do so.
Yeah, while you're bringing it up, do you know what a tefsir is?
No, I
Probably
don't.
not, right? Because you don't do any research. You just go
Yeah,
on
wait, if you
Google,
want to translate
ChatGPT.
that, does it
Yeah, I got you. A
86.6?
tefsir is an explanation given by a scholar.
Okay.
Yeah, after I refute this, are you gonna be a Muslim?
Oh, no, certainly not, because I have independent
Oh,
reasons.
because you
But
have
we can
what?
just, because right now we're doing an internal critique.
Yeah.
So let's see it. So, 86.6, they were created from a spurting fluid stemming from between the backbone and the rib cage. I look forward to your mental gymnastics.
Yeah, I take the opinion of Imam Qurtubi when he says that when it's talking about this, it's talking about the human itself.
Wait, which part of it?
Yeah, I don't read it again. All right.
You have no idea. Wait, so you take an opinion that you don't even understand.
Wait,
You
I
completely
haven't
lack the
memorized the
context,
verse.
but
Wait, I
still
haven't
you have an
memorized the
opinion.
verses. What the hell? Wait, because I
Yeah,
haven't
wait, but you
memorized
said
the.
that
Wait,
you
I know
you
what you're
put forward
talking
an
about.
affirmative
Wait,
opinion
I
about
know what
something
you're
with no
talking about.
understanding of it.
Hey,
Okay,
hey,
I
hey,
can
hey,
just for
moron, hey,
you,
moron.
just for
Let's
you.
speak because
Wait,
you let
let's
the
just calm
Christian
down.
yap.
You're
You let
getting
the
quite
Christian
upset.
yap, man. You
Let's
let the
just calm
Christian
down.
yap, but
Yeehaw! Thank you
when
so
a
much.
Muslim
Appreciate
comes
it.
up, man, it's just like
Yeah,
he just
listen,
forgot how to
I'd
have
be pretty
decorum.
upset
He
too
wants to laugh, man.
if my
It's all
prophet was
good
a
though, man.
pedophile. I'd be pretty
It's all
mad
good
too.
though. Now
That's
he's going
okay.
back to insult. You can't. You
Well,
atheists
it's
cannot
not an
debate
insult.
Muslims.
It's true.
Why
But
can't
you're
atheists
getting
debate
quite upset right
Muslims?
now.
Why
Just
can't
calm
atheists
down.
debate Muslims?
Yeah, wait.
Why can't
It's actually
atheists
pretty
debate
easy.
Muslims? It's because you
Your
have no
As
prophet's a
someone
knowledge.
pedophile. It's
against
a silver
queerness, you're
bullet.
awfully
You have no
sassy for a
knowledge,
man.
bro. Oh
That's
man,
crazy
oh
work.
man, you
That's
hate
wild.
gays. Now
Yeah.
you're crying, and now you're
Yeah.
Crying
Well,
crying,
You've
out
been
you've
what?
literally
crying.
and
just been
now you're
crying.
You've
crying.
been
So
crying,
this is
bro.
what we do, man. Like,
You're
why
shaking
can't
with
atheists
anger.
debate
Tears running
Muslims?
down your stream or
Can a
tears
can
streaming
a
down
is
your
it possible for an
face.
atheist to have a debate with a Muslim?
Yeah, I don't know. You gonna
Ian
let me
does it every
talk?
day.
I don't know,
Yeah,
man.
true.
You tried to straw man me. I'm gonna let you know right now. It's not gonna work. Either we speak
Straw
Well,
like
man
wait.
you?
man.
So what was that? What do you think a
How?
straw man
Either
is? I
we
think you're
speak like man,
confused.
right? Treat you like the woman you're supposed
What
to
do
be,
you?
Straw
man.
What do
Define
you?
a straw
man.
man.
Which one
How?
is it gonna
Wait.
be, man?
W gender
Which one is it
affirming?
gonna be?
Let's fucking go.
Which one is it gonna be,
True.
bro?
So
Yeah.
Which one
true.
is it gonna be?
Am I a man or a woman?
Either we speak like man, or I treat you like the woman you want to be. Okay, so which one is it gonna be?
What
Which
the
one
Don't
is
fuck
it
threaten me
does
gonna
with a
be?
good
that
time.
mean?
Which
Uh,
one is it gonna be?
okay.
What does
Well,
that mean?
Okay,
listen. You can.
so
How
you
you
let me
talk to me
know.
is like it's gonna be entirely
You
up to
let me
you.
know.
But
Are we
if you
gonna
want
have a
to wait.
conversation or
Do you
what?
want to pipe down while you're getting torn in half, or do you want to keep
Are we
embarrassing
gonna have a
yourself?
conversation or what?
Yeah. Yeah. Wait. So do you want the verse again, or do you
Yeah,
want to keep
man.
yapping? Yeah.
That's
So
what
the
I
verse
asked you for
is,
before you tried
they were
strawmanning you.
created from a spurting fluid
Can
stemming
you give me
between the
the
backbone
verse?
and the rib cage.
The verse?
Yeah, I just read it.
The
Do you want
verse
it
would
a
be like
third
a
time?
number. The verse would be like a number.
86,
Hello,
6 through
86
7.
6. Now can you read both of them?
Yep. Yeah, I'll read that for a third time. Yeah. They were created from a spurting fluid stemming from between the backbone and the rib cage.
Okay. One more time.
Ah, fourth time. Let's
Yeah.
we
We
got
want to make
a
it 5.
we got a
We can
deaf
make it
Donald
5.
over here.
We
How
can
about
make
you
it
be a
5 if you
listening
want.
Larry? Yeah, we totally could. 86, 6 through 7. They were created from a
Matter
spurting
of
fluid.
fact,
Oh wait, so I think it's like comical actually
can
that you
you
were like atheists can't debate,
can you just
atheists can't
show it?
debate,
Can you show the
atheists can't
verse?
debate.
Can you
I
show the
can read
verse
it to you.
so I can
I can
educate
read
you
it to
together, man?
you.
Now you got to
No, I'm
show it.
okay, but I can
You got
read
to
it to
show it, man.
you.
Now you have
No,
to
it's like
show
I
it.
can. We have ears. We hear. I can just read
I
it
like
to
to use
you.
my eyes over my
I
ears. So
can.
can you show it?
Yeah. So then pull up your Quran
Can you
and
show
get it
it?
in front of you. I'll
Can you
read it to
show
you
it?
as many times as you want.
Can you show
But
it?
no, I'm not gonna like. Do you want me to hold up my laptop, flip my camera? It's like a lot of effort for
Hey,
someone who's
I don't
been
know,
like super
man. I
rude
don't
and
know, moron. Maybe
disrespectful.
you use
But
like your hand
if
and
you
you
wait,
hold
so
the
I'll just read it. I'll
phone
read it
with
to you
your
for a fourth
hand.
time. How
Like,
about that?
come on, bro.
That's you're literally on the verge
Like
of tears right now.
I don't
Wait, do
want
you
to have
think
to
that
tell you
being
how to
bad
think,
faith
bro.
makes
Like,
you or
what are
your
you
position
doing?
look good? You're just
I don't want to have
embarrassing
to tell you how to
yourself. And the
think.
fact that you
Grab the
preface this
phone
with
with
saying
your hand,
atheists can't debate,
flip the
atheists can't debate,
camera,
and then this is
and
what you've
then
been
show the
reduced to, that's
screen.
just
Like it's not that
pathetic.
hard, bro.
God damn.
Is
I'd be
bro a
obligatory
Yeah,
lesbian?
too if my
man.
prophet was a pedophile.
Stop being stupid. Stop being retarded. Stop being
Oh, you can't
Oh
say that
faggot.
hell
one.
I don't give
no!
a
That's the
shit,
Oh,
fam.
one.
absolutely the fuck not.
Yeah, let me.
No,
Yeah, okay.
absolutely not. Never that.
Yeah, I'd probably resort to slurs too if my prophet was a pedophile.
Yeah, it must be hard to cope.
Yeah, but make sure
Yeah.
you double tap it on that screen, sharing it with your friends. If you're in that guest request box, make sure that you're 18 or older and that you do believe that being lesbian is wrong. If you don't do that, I'm not going to talk to you, and that will go to the very next guest. But if you want to support the stream, Venmo's allegedly dash Ian. Cash App is just allegedly Ian. Make sure you're dropping a follow to me, AG, and to Sam. They're all great, and you should support them. What's up, Eric? How's it going?
Oh, it's good. I just want to, before we start, I just want to say I want to have respectful dialect. Like, I don't want to argue like that.
Yeah,
Is that
of
okay?
course. Yeah, hopefully. I'm down for whatever. I try to meet these people wherever they're at. So,
Okay.
how old are you?
I'm 20.
Okay. Yeehaw. Thank you so much, Harding. Appreciate that. And why you think being lesbian is wrong?
Not necessarily like, I think it's wrong according to God, but I don't think like you're a bad person for being lesbian.
Okay,
Does that
which
make
God?
sense? The Christian one.
Okay. Why would I take seriously the morals of a book that says that you can own people as farming equipment?
Well, to be honest, I don't know the book as well as I should, but I do know Christ, and like if you follow the example of Christ, he was a sinless, perfect human. So like I don't really follow religion per se more than I follow the person. Does that make
Okay,
sense?
so do you accept the Trinity?
Yes, I do.
So then you accept that the God of the Old Testament is Jesus.
Yes.
So then why would Jesus say that it's okay to own slaves?
To be honest, I don't know. I couldn't answer that for you. I think it's a very valid point. That's just something that I'd have to take up, like, and pray about it. I'd have to do
Mhm.
more research about it.
Okay.
That's a
So
good point.
when does Jesus say that it's wrong to be gay?
I don't know what specific scripture, but I do know that he says like, man should not equate with man or, have relations with man.
Eric, how do you
Correct?
know the God you're worshiping if you haven't even read the book which lays out who he is?
I have read the book, just not as much as I have. Like I'm not the most informed, but I do know
So how do
that
like I'm an atheist and I've read the book more than you
okay.
have. So I would know the God that you're worshiping better than you. So how do you know that the Bible is true in its morality if you haven't even read it? And then how do you have a relationship with this person and you don't know who they are?
Again, I follow the Christ, not the
You
book.
follow what people told you who he is. You haven't even read who he is. Because if I read you who he is, I don't think you'd follow him.
Well, like tell me why I shouldn't follow him.
Great. We can start with the slavery. We can start there.
Well, you guys have already brought up that point. That's a
No,
very valid.
I want you to hear it. I want you
Okay.
to hear what you follow. That's
Okay.
what I want you to do.
All right.
So we'll start at Leviticus and we'll go to Exodus, okay? So Leviticus, the same book that you just said from where it says man shall not lie with man, the same book it condemns homosexuality, it condones slavery. So your male and female slaves are to come from the nations around you. From them you may buy slaves. You may also buy some of the temporary residents living among you and members of their clans born in your country. They will become your property and you can bequeath them to your children as inherited property and can make them slaves for life. But you must not rule over your fellow Israelites ruthlessly. Let's go to Exodus 21.
He's
This
dead.
is they always do
Oh,
this. They always do this.
oh.
Recently, every single time I start reading, and I preface with, I'm going to go to Leviticus and then Exodus 21. As soon as I start reading Leviticus, they run.
Yeah, it's so funny. Yeah, he's dead. He died. Yeah, he ran. Yeah, yeah. No, it's they don't have shit to say about that.
How I always hate when they go, what's it called? I don't have a relationship with the religion, I have a relationship with Christ. How would you know
Yeah,
literally anything about Christ?
fucking end
What?
it. You
What?
end
What?
it. You
What?
gotta
What?
You have a
end it.
relationship with a fictional character that you've made up
No,
in
dead
your brain,
ass.
and you've literally fantasized about who you think he is based off of what churches have told you he is, but you haven't
Yeah,
even read the book of who
yeah.
Crazy
he tells
work.
you he is.
Gosh,
Crazy.
who would Jesus be homophobic to?
I'm pretty sure
But
Jesus was gay. He walked around in sandals and drank wine. Come on, everybody.
that's so funny.
Ew.
For like,
Jesus, certified queer confirmed.
what's up, Key? How
Hi,
old are you?
I'm 33.
Is this chat? Is this real?
Can you hear me? I've talked
Oh
to you
yeah, oh
before.
yeah, I can
Ain't
hear
it?
you.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, you're chilling, you're
okay.
chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, and do you think being lesbian is wrong?
I mean, because
Oh,
I agree with the Bible, I just, don't participate in it.
Okay, so no one's saying like the question isn't like why aren't you lesbian? The question is like do you think being lesbian is wrong? Like I understand that you don't participate in it. That's cool. That's me neither. I'm not a lesbian. Uh,
me
but
neither.
but like why is it wrong?
Um, I really believe that the reason why the Bible says it's wrong is because the Bible talks against sexual immorality, and I think that it's
What's sexually
considered.
immoral about two women liking to have fun together?
Well, I'm finishing my statement. I think that it's considered like a slippery slope to other things in the sense that you start to become open to things that are other than what the Bible talks about, which is just, relationships between men and women.
Yeah, I mean, so do you think that are you open to like women speaking and having authority?
Yeah, and I do realize the Bible says that
Uh,
it shouldn't do that.
well, it seems like you've gone against the word of the Bible then.
We all do because everybody's a sinner. Nobody does anything
Hold
perfectly.
on. On that point, why would God give you an impossible task?
I don't
Why
think he would
would
give you
what?
an impossible
No, no, no,
task.
no. So he made Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden, chose to put the tree of knowledge there. But we know that in heaven that there's none of that. There's no sin in heaven, if you believe that. So he could have made a world in your worldview where there is no sin and you you can still have free will to choose him, to not. You can roam around heaven and do whatever you want. There's just no sin. But he chose to put the tree of knowledge with Adam and Eve, and then put the serpent there. But he's all knowing, so he knows what's going to happen, right? So he gave you that choice of evil. Evil. I don't even think it's evil. But why would you choose to believe in a God who made you broken from the jump, especially as a woman?
I mean, yeah, that is one of the big questions in Christianity is like, why does evil exist in the first place? And that I can't answer, but all I can say is
I
that as a
can.
Christian, I mean,
Isaiah 45:7. God did it.
do you want me to finish my statement?
As in, like, just giving us a non-answer.
I was in the middle of talking, but
Well,
I
but like
actually
the,
lost
the
my
answer
train of
was like,
thought.
well,
So never
we don't
mind.
know. Nobody knows. That was essentially the answer.
Yeah, I can't say something that like I don't know. Like, do I know exactly why evil is here? No. But what I
Oh,
was
that's
going to
fine.
say is that based off of the teaching of the Bible, I choose to the best of my ability not to do evil things.
But why would God create evil, right? An all good God can't create evil. It's contradictory.
Well, the if you go with the story of the Bible, evil is in the world not because of God, but because of Satan.
Okay, right. Who created Satan? Knowing Satan
I
was going to
believe
fall.
God created angels, but the
Who created
argument
Satan knowing he was going to fall?
that I mean, I'm trying to listen, but I feel like y'all are kind of like cutting me off a lot.
Well, you said that he created Satan, or you said that the evil's here because of Satan, but God's all knowing. Who created Satan knowing he was going to fall?
I mean, the Bible does say that God created the angels and that Satan was an angel, but the discrepancy there for me as a person who reads the Bible and does believe that I can't say. Like, did you allow Satan to be evil and fall and let him do those things, or are we incorrect in thinking that God had anything to do with Satan doing that?
Is God all-knowing?
That's what it says in the Bible. Yeah,
This,
Okay, so yes.
so if
yeah.
God knew, God created Satan knowing that he was going to fall, right? He didn't have to create him in the first place, but he knew that he was going to fall. We know why evil is here under your worldview. Also, God claims all throughout the Bible that he creates evil himself, which is contradictory to his own existence
I mean,
and
that
him
is
calling himself all
true.
good.
That is a true statement in the sense that yes, he created us and we are evil. So in that sense, yeah, he did. But
Okay.
there's the story in the Bible is that we are only here temporarily. The story is that we are here on the earth and we can choose to be evil or we can choose to be good based off of what we do while we're here. When we get to that point in time after we die where there's eternity, we're going to be judged by what we chose to do. And you can choose to be evil and do certain things, or you can choose to be good and do good things. You can choose to believe and you can choose to not believe.
See, this is where my worldview clashes with yours because I understand where evil comes from, but for you, you just think Satan did it. But we understand, and like me, Ian, and Sam's worldview, that it comes from like psychological damage, and like we have brain scans of people who have done horrendous acts, and their brain chemistry is completely different than like a neurotypical brain. So we understand these things, but your excuse is, well, Satan, and I think that's pretty just illogical and idiotic.
Well, that's just the story. Like, I understand
But
that
do you
it's,
believe everything you're told, or do you like to believe things that are true?
but that's the thing. Like, I'm the type of person just because, like, I believe things outside of myself. Like, just because I personally can't do something doesn't mean that I would be able to say, like, it can't be done or that never happened.
What?
That's what I'm
What?
saying. Like, in order to believe in the Bible, you have to believe in something outside of yourself. Like, to say, like, I can't create a human people. I can't do that. But that doesn't mean
Oh, you're
I don't believe
saying
that
you're saying like
another
faith.
entity couldn't do that. What did you say?
You mean like faith?
But I didn't say. Well, yeah, basically, like you don't believe that nothing could possibly be better than you or have certain abilities that you don't have.
Well, there's a possibility, sure, but not the Christian God. Because I mean, I already have one up on the Christian God and thinking that slavery is impermissible. Your God don't think that. So
Key, I have a question. How do you know that grape is wrong? You can't say the R
Because of
word,
the
but
consequences.
the consequences
Yes.
on who?
elaborate.
On the child, or I assumed it was a child.
So no,
On the people.
break it down to me why grape is wrong.
Because when you look at research, when that happens to people, it causes you to have trauma. It changes your brain. It changes your behavior. When you listen to people who have had that happen to them, they talk about the negative consequences of it and how it
Cool.
negatively affects their
Yeah,
life.
right. So we come to conclusions about why things are wrong based off of suffering and unnecessary suffering. Do the same thing with why being lesbian is wrong.
I did say that actually at the beginning, is because I really believe that it says that because it's a slippery slope that opens people up to sexual immorality with other
But so
things.
so I have no idea what you mean by sexual immorality, but all certainly some sexual actions are immoral. But why is two consensual adults in a lesbian relationship, or I don't know, like fuck three plus however many, in a like consensual lesbian relationship, so why couldn't we say that that's all right, and then all of the sexually immoral stuff is not all right? But of course, there's also no evidence that being lesbian leads to any other forms of sexual immorality, so I just don't really know what that means.
Yeah, I was gonna say, statistically speaking, heterosexual men are most likely to do what you would probably consider sexually immoral things, like
True.
grape or SA. So by this logic, it should be wrong to be heterosexual. Lesbians are not very statistically likely to commit sexual atrocities, so I just
No,
don't
yeah,
really understand what you mean by that.
96% of child predators are men. 1 in 4 men grape or SA a woman in their life. The statistics would go against you.
I mean, then I would just say both of those things are wrong. But that is the reason I believe why the Bible says that, is because it
You wanna
opens.
know? You wanna know something funny?
I have never gotten. I'm not getting to finish sentences.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Like, I'm just saying that I believe that that is the reasoning behind the Bible saying that, is because if I mean, again, you don't believe, but if you believe in God and you believe that I'm supposed to do what He says, and He says that you should either be with somebody of the opposite gender or be alone, because that's an option also, then when you open up the door to start doing whatever you want and saying that's not what I want to do and I'm going to do this, then now you've gone outside of, like, now you're just being disobedient.
But we asked you for evidence to back up this idea that it is a slippery slope. You haven't given us that.
Oh, you're talking about like in terms of like socially. Well, that's the biblical reasoning, but
But
The Bible
is that
doesn't say that.
well, yeah, that's true. The Bible doesn't say that. You're inferring that, but also that would be more evidence that the Bible isn't true. Because if it did say that, then that's just not in line with reality. So this would be a thing that the Bible gets wrong.
well, it's the whole idea of, again, if you do believe in it and you believe that I should do what the Creator says because He knows me better than I do, then the whole thing is that you're just being disobedient to the person that created you. Like,
So, do you think that sexual orientation is a choice?
for some people it's a choice. For some people, they say that they were born that way.
That's not that. That's not. That doesn't answer my question. That's also
That
not
is
how that works.
true. That is
That's
true. I know. I have a classmate who says that I was not born a lesbian, but I chose to be a lesbian because of my interactions with men. So she
okay.
told me that she chose that.
That's why I don't care about your anecdotal evidence, because statistics would go completely against you and science would go completely
But
against
she
you.
really said that. Like, I
Okay,
don't
that's
know.
cool. She can say that, but she's gonna figure out later in life whether she is or isn't, because you can't
Yeah.
choose it.
Wait, Key, are you straight or lesbian?
I'm straight.
Yeah, could you choose to be if it's a choice, can you choose to be lesbian right now?
I physically could have sexual relationships with a woman if I wanted to. Sure, I'm physically capable of doing that. Yeah.
That doesn't make you a lesbian. That means you're
Are
just
you
doing
attracted?
something sexual. The
Yeah,
attraction part is what makes you a lesbian.
we know you can have
So you
sexual
believe men that do
relationships
gay
with
porn
people.
are not gay?
Some of them aren't.
That's
No.
no, that's another like women that do sex work. Like, they're not always attracted to the partners. You don't need to be attracted to your the person you're having sex with. People do that for money. But when we're talking about sexual orientation, it's like an innate attraction, and so that's something you cannot control.
I don't really know. I'm not going to refute that because, like I said, I've
Well, would you
lived
like to
with
look it up? Would
people.
you like to give me a source that says that sexual orientation is a choice?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to just say that somebody's lying just because, like, I'm not going to negate what she said as her experience.
Okay, I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about like what science says about sexual orientation.
Well, she's not the only person, is what I'm saying.
That's
Okay, let me ask you this. If I get a cold and I say the reason I got a cold is because like I ate a lemon, but science shows that it is highly unlikely that I will get a cold from eating a lemon. Are you going to believe me or are you going to believe science?
Well, in that case, no. But what I'm saying is that particular instance is not based off of science. It's based off of what she says she wants to do.
What she's saying she wants to do and who she's attracted to are not the same thing. Her
But I
saying
mean,
that she opts to have sex with women because she's had bad experiences with men does not mean she chose to be attracted to women. She's choosing to have sex with women. That's not the same thing.
I mean, well, that's kind of like the argument for a lot of people who say like, oh, you can't do for men, for example, you can't do gay porn and claim that you're not gay because why are you doing it? You're participating in it, but you just don't like
For
these people
money?
whatsoever. It's kind of,
Wait,
well,
Key,
there's no
how much
money
money? How
involved for
much money would
her,
it
so
take
she just
you?
chose to do that because she wanted to.
Well, first of all, I think that like money is like obviously a good explanation in many of these cases. Like fuck, I don't know. I think everyone would probably be gay for like $100,000.
So true.
All of us who aren't already
I
gay,
would
I
not.
suppose. But wait, that's definitely not true. If somebody offered you like $1 million to, I don't know, like
You're
do
cutting
something
up a
that's
little bit.
lesbian, you would do it,
What do you mean that's
as would
not true? I would
everybody.
not do that. I don't just do anything for
Wait,
money. No, I would
$1
not.
billion? Would you do it for $1 billion?
No, because there are more important
That's
things than
cap.
money. Money
That's cap of the
money
lifetime.
is not even that valuable. Like you were telling me, I'm not a moral person. There's a lot of I would not kill somebody for some money. I would not harm people for some money. There's a lot of things I would not do for some money.
Ending
That's like
someone's life and licking a little bit of punani are not the same thing.
Well, I mean, the whole reason is that you're saying why is it wrong? I'm just saying that that's why it's wrong to me. But people also can do whatever they want. I'm not going to stop you.
Do you think that PDFs are wrong? You think they're immoral?
Who's wrong? What was it?
P3DOs. I have to censor my language because of TikTok.
Oh yes, yeah, that's wrong.
Cool. It's not in the Bible whatsoever.
That doesn't mean it's not wrong. It's wrong based off the
No,
consequence.
I know. But it's funny. That's why I interrupted you in the middle of your sentence earlier, but I wanted to finish my thought. So, what's funny, if you go back to 1946 when they originally put the word homosexual in the Bible, it was because there was a rise in HIV. The word homosexual was never in the original Hebrew or Greek Bibles whatsoever, and they replaced PDFs for homosexuals because back in that time, PDFs were super prevalent, and also, who does the most with children? Priests.
I'm not a Catholic, so I don't agree with them doing that
Well,
either.
this is true of all priests, actually. Fun fact.
I don't go to
Not like literally every single
that's
one of them, but
terrible,
like
but I
priests
don't
across like all denominations, rather.
well, I don't go to like I don't physically go to church, so I don't actually listen to those people because a lot of them are immoral. Like there's a lot of Christians who are like so phony. So I understand like some of the stuff that y'all are talking about. To me, that doesn't deny the existence of God. But there's a
Okay.
lot of Christians who are talking like wild stuff that makes no sense.
So why would I take seriously the morals of someone who literally says that it's okay to own slaves?
I actually don't know why he said that, but however, what I will say is that this is what I will say is that God does punish people. When you do wrong things, he will punish you. He
Oh
will
yeah,
say, like,
you want to hear
yeah,
some crazy punishment?
what?
You want to hear how moral your God is?
Mm,
Okay, Numbers 15:32 through 36, penalty for violating the Sabbath. Now while the children of Israel were in the wilderness, they found a man gathering sticks on the Sabbath day. And those who found him gathering sticks brought him to Moses and Aaron, and to all the congregation. They put him under guard, because it had not been explained what should be done to him. Then the Lord said to Moses, "This man must surely be put to off. All the congregation shall stone him with stones outside the camp." So as the Lord commanded Moses, all the congregation brought him outside the camp and stoned him with stones, and he offed. That's your God's morality.
yeah, because he will punish you for disobeying him. But if you
He
again, when
was
you
picking up sticks.
this, but this
He
is what
was
I'm saying.
picking up sticks. You think that
But
it's
this
okay
is
to stone someone for picking up sticks? That sounds a bit like a narcissistic God, if you ask
but
me.
this is what
Very
I'm saying.
abusive, very abusive
Is
God.
is that again, like we're also looking at this person's life from this one particular moment, but like God literally does punish people for doing certain things, and it's not always immediate. So for all we know, he could have did something yesterday, and then God just used the law that they had in particular and was like, "I'm going to use that to punish you,"
Well, he
because
doesn't need
there
to.
is
He's God. He doesn't need to use a law, right? So the reason that's given is literally the reason why it happened. It happened because the person was picking up sticks. If God wanted to kill them, then he could have killed them, and he doesn't need a justification because he's God. So obviously, it's going to be related to the
but he uses
explanation.
people. That's not the way historically that he has ever punished people. He punishes people through other people. Like even the Israelites, he said, if you don't listen to what I'm saying, you're going to be punished severely. And they had the choice to do what he said or not. They didn't do it, and they've been punished
So
severely, like
so
severely.
if I tell someone if you don't lift this car over your head, I'm gonna like shoot you, and then they fail to lift the car over their head, and then I shoot them. Is that just?
What I'm saying is, I really don't think that that
Yes or
particular
no? Is
thing
that
was
just or is that not
why.
just? Yes or no?
You're not letting me say because that question is, I believe that question is like not going to give the truth. Like the way you're
The
painting it
truth.
is going to make it
I'm
look a
here.
certain way. I really
I'll ask
believe.
you a question because this is.
I'm
I'll
not
ask you.
finished
I'll ask you
saying
another
anything.
hypothetical. So let's say I ask you on a date.
I cannot
Okay.
finish my statement that I'm
I
saying.
well.
So
I mean,
no. Okay. Go ahead. I'm just
okay.
saying that like I can't even like I understand that you don't agree with what I'm saying, but it's like you're just like that's so dumb. I'm going to cut you off. Like, but that's not
A lot of
fair,
the
really.
time, a lot of the time when you say something and we cut you off, it's because we already know how you're gonna finish your statement. But then if we let you speak after we cut you off, you just end up repeating yourself.
Cause you cut me off. You're
But we
saying
heard
because
you.
you
We
cut me
heard you
off,
the
I'm gonna
first
let you
time.
speak. But I never. But it's just respect. Like, can I say a sentence?
Again?
Like that's what I'm saying. Like it feels disrespectful to just be like,
Yeah, well, I think it's
I'm going to
disrespectful to not give the yes or the no.
because I just told you why. Because every like questions can be misleading. I feel like if I answer the question a certain way, it's going to mislead the truth. Because it's a leading question, is what I'm saying.
Well, then
So
that's
in
why I was asking you if I could do another hypothetical.
Yeah, well, go. Yes, go ahead and tell me your
Okay.
hypothetical.
Okay. So I say you. I'm gonna ask you on a date. If you say yes, we'll have the best time of your life. You'll be at the most. You'll have the most peace of your life. But if you say no, I'm gonna lock you in my basement and light you on fire. Do you have like free will in there, or is that an ultimatum?
I do have free will.
But is that an ultimatum? Are you gonna are you
You're
gonna are you
you're
gonna choose to
making
go on the date with
ultimatum.
me? Are you gonna choose to go? How did you just take in that
Wait,
question? How did you take in
actually,
that question?
I
hold
took
on.
in that question as in you're forcing me to a certain
Right,
choice.
right. So's God.
I believe that.
Heaven or hell. You don't have a choice there. It's an ultimatum. And if you say that you're not
But why
afraid of
would
hell,
you
you're
want to go to
lying.
hell?
What?
Why would you want to go to hell?
That's my entire point against God. What all good God would create an ultimatum that you're afraid of something, an eternal fire, hell. That's my entire point.
Because it's supposed to be for doing well. That's what I was actually saying is that if when you are a believer, you believe in the idea that what just happened. Oh, everything went black for a second. You believe in the idea that God is the person who created everything, and so it's so
Oh, it's fine if God abuses
disrespectful
you
for
if
you to
you're,
tell a being,
oh.
"Hey, this is just interruption day." I'm
man,
just
it's
saying. So you knew what I was going to say there.
we got a crying key
Yes.
over here.
Yes, I did.
I wasn't interrupting y'all purposely.
Okay.
I mean, if y'all just want to talk to me and me listen, then that's
Do you
fine.
have
But
like
it's like,
substance or is it like just yap? Because clearly you're fine disregarding like some parts of the Bible. You have no problem tossing out like the slavery section of the Bible. Do you even know what book of the Bible it says that being lesbian is wrong? Do you even know what book, or do you just like?
she just said Leviticus.
Oh well, because if you're committed to Leviticus, then that also commits you to slavery.
No, because Leviticus is before the flood, I believe. And so
The you have
there
oh
God
What?
actually
oh
did
my
say, you know what, I'm
god
not going
The
to
flood
kill
oh
is in
anyone no more
no
Genesis.
for
you
The
have
being
flood is in
immoral. I'm not going to
oh
Genesis.
do that any
no
longer.
you have no idea. You don't know. Why do you have
What's
opinions about
happening?
this when you clearly know nothing about it? The flood was in Genesis. That's the first book of the Bible. This Leviticus is the third book of the Bible after Exodus.
She got her Bible from Timu.
Please.
I was wrong again. My live was frozen for a second.
Yeah, wait. So you don't
Did anybody say
know the
anything in that time? Because I was frozen.
No.
yes, you don't know any of the Bible is the gist of it. That your order of events is
Oh,
whack,
crap.
and I don't know why you're taking this
My
Bronze Age
connection is
fairy
so bad.
tale that you don't even know as like a justification to think like real things about real people.
Okay, I don't know how to respond to that. That was just a statement.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the reasonable person would feel bad about it and be like, yeah, maybe I'll stop doing that.
Oh yeah, I keep not being able to finish my statement. Is that if you are a believer, you believe that God is the person who created everything, and you can't tell the entity that created everything that you know better than him what to do. Just
I
because
do
I don't know
actually.
why he's
I
making these
can
choices
actually.
does not mean that I can say that you can't do that.
Well, you know better too because you're going against God's will when he says that he doesn't want women to be like teachers or like figures of authority. So clearly you think that you know better.
And we know that
I didn't
slavery
say
is
that.
wrong. We know that slavery is wrong, period, but God sanctions it all throughout the Bible, Old Testament and New Testament. God also doesn't even know his own bodies because he stones 50% of women that don't bleed their first time, even though 50% of women don't bleed their first time having sex. But God doesn't even know his own anatomy of women that he created.
That's kind of wild. But again, what I was
Do
saying
you
is
want me to read
that
it to you? This is the
no,
God
I
that you
want to.
this is the God
I'm
you
not going to
believe
be
in.
able to say
Remember
nothing.
this. Remember, you brought God into the situation. So this is the God you believe in, unless you've just created your own God, which is typically what y'all do because you don't crack the Bible. But you've just essentially
I
created
do read the Bible.
your own. You've created your own God to worship because if you actually read your
Yes, I
Bible,
do.
that's the God you worship. Is the
Okay, and
the
again,
G-siding
it's
God, the slavery God, the condoning of rape, the misogynistic God, the tyrannical God. I mean, kills
again though we're looking
offs
at
infants and children, offs innocent people that have nothing to do with
we're
anything.
again we're looking at people who God was punishing for certain things because when you look at the type
Okay,
of people when
continue.
you look at certain people, not every single thing, but certain people, God was punishing them because of things that they were doing. So when you look at certain people were pagans and they were doing like ridiculous things to children, to each other, and all that kind of stuff. So if you don't see them doing those things, and then you just look at the part where he's like, "Oh, you died because of this stupid reason," it looks like you died because of this stupid reason, but really it's your karma for those other things that you were doing.
Yeah, this is like not true all over the Bible, right? So in 1 Samuel 15:3, God takes the lives. He commands the Israelites to kill Amalekite children. Their
And
children, the
infants.
newborns, the infants. And what crime? You're probably wondering what crime did the infants commit? Assuming that infants could even commit a crime at all. They
It might
got
not be
born
the
to the
infants that
wrong
created the crime.
parents,
It
who were
might be
born
their
to the wrong
parents.
parents, who were born to the wrong parents. The crime that was committed happened 300 years prior. So they were punished for a thing that was done in Exodus. That's
But
crazy.
that is again, God will punish people and it's severely. Like I would imagine that based off of the other things that he punished people for in the Bible, it does say that there are certain things that your children will suffer for that you did. So it's possible that there was a punishment on the parents and not
Do you think
And
the
that's
actual
just?
particular.
is
Do
that
you, do you, do you
just?
think that's just?
It's just in the sense of that the earth is considered a temporary existence. And again, this is something that only makes sense if you believe it. If you believe that when we die, we go back to God forever, infinitely, and we never have to
You want to
suffer
be with that
again.
God? You want to
Yes,
go
that's what I'm saying. If I could finish what I'm saying, and if you believe that you're going to be with Him infinitely in a place where you will never suffer again, the small amount of suffering that you feel when you're alive is nothing in comparison to living pain-free
Hmm.
and glorious love and care with a God for the rest of eternity.
Damn, that's so nice. Could I kill you right now?
You would be a murderer and I would go to heaven. So yeah, you could. I don't
Okay.
want you to.
Wait, but could we
But
get
you
you
would
like
be a murderer
euthanized?
and I would go to heaven. Huh?
Could we get you euthanized?
Again, that would be something that you're doing against me, and it would make you a
Wait, but
bad person, and
would
it
you
would make
agree to
me
get
go to heaven.
euthanized? If you're gonna go to
I'm not going
heaven
to
and
tell you to
all
kill
this
me,
life
but
is
if
for
you
naught, if all this life
do
doesn't
other
matter, it's all
people
about heaven,
kill
it's all
other
about the
people, yes,
afterlife.
they do.
Could we get you
It's not
euthanized? Would that
okay
be
to
all
do
right?
that.
Oh, wait, why would you not? So it seems like you actually are afraid of death, that you actually don't want this to happen.
Well, death is painful. I'm afraid of the pain of death, but I'm not afraid of being with
But it
God
doesn't matter, it's all
in a
temporary. It's all
loving
temporary.
environment
You'll
where
be
I
with
never die.
God. There's nothing to fear. You'll be with God.
It
It's
is
all
temporary, and I
temporary.
am going to die. So if you're saying,
Gotcha.
am
So
I
then
scared to
can we
die?
get
I'm
you
going to die whether
euthanized?
I want to or not. Again, that will be an action that you're taking, not me.
Well, but I'm just asking you, like, would you
I
agree
can't
to get
stop you from doing
euthanized?
it.
Would you agree to get euthanized?
Me, no, because the Bible says that I shouldn't do things that cause another person to sin. So me saying
What's
yes,
the
you should kill
sin?
me would be causing you to be a sinner.
Wait,
You would
what
be
if you
killing me.
injected it yourself?
Then I would be killing myself, which is also wrong.
Oh, why?
Do you think that's
Because
just that
when
that
you
somebody who takes their life because they're suffering ends up in hell?
when you I don't, but when you kill yourself, the problem with that is that again you're kind of you're not respecting God's creation. You're saying like this is that I can just take my own life or whatever.
Wait, so taking
It's
your own life is
disrespecting
only bad because you're God's property?
because He created you.
Because you're God's property.
But it's the same. It's in the same sense of that when you kill yourself, your mother is going to be very sad because
I
she
don't,
was your mother.
yeah, I care about my mother's feelings, but
But they get to go straight to heaven with God. God didn't care about the
yeah.
children.
True.
God didn't care about the children and infants. Christians typically say, well, they get to go right to heaven, so why does it matter? Even though he offed the children and infants in 1 Samuel. So those people that off themselves because they were suffering, they get to go to hell. But whenever God offs them, it's a good thing because then they get to go be with Him.
It's not necessarily a good thing. It's a punishment
A
because of something
punishment because they were suffering.
no, a punishment of something that they did that maybe we don't know what it was.
Wait for who?
What?
For which ones?
Because like I said, there were
Is
certain people in
this?
that period of time who were pagans and who were doing like literally disgusting
Oh,
things.
is this the Amalekite kids? Because we know what the Amalekite kids are guilty of. There's no ambiguity here. What
What
the
did their
Amalekite kids
parents
are
do
guilty
though?
of is that 300 years earlier, their like great grandparents attacked the Israelites as they were leaving Egypt, and then God was like, "I'm going to destroy all of you," and then He waited 300 years and then killed the kids who had done nothing. So what were the kids guilty of?
I just said that the kids were not guilty of anything, but God will punish you severely.
So
He will
if the
take
kids were
things
not
away
guilty,
from
then they were
you. He took
innocent.
those children away because
Do
he
you
was
think killing innocent
disobedient.
people is just?
It's again, if you're going to die and be with God forever and
Is
never and
killing
never
innocent
suffer,
kids just? Is it just?
no, because humans shouldn't kill
Gotcha.
each
Then
other.
God did something that's unjust. These kids aren't guilty, so they're innocent. God killed them, so God did something unjust.
Again, you're not thinking about the reasoning behind it because you can't
Wait,
see
wait. Do
everything that
you
everybody
reject
does.
any of those steps? Do you reject that God is unjust?
It's not coinciding with the other things I said. If you do something evil, God will punish you by punishing literally your ancestors.
Wait, what do you think? So, but you agree that God is killing innocent kids?
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
Okay, why would I take seriously the morality of someone who kills innocent kids?
Because you're not thinking of the bigger reason why. You're just
What's the
looking
bigger
at.
reason for killing innocent kids?
I
In what
just told you
situation is
because
killing
when you
innocent kids
commit,
fine?
because when you commit, like for example, the Israelites crucified Jesus, and when they crucified Jesus, they yelled during his at the time where he got sentenced, they said, "Let your blood be on me and my children." And because they said that, the Israelites have been suffering literally since then. Because of that sin that they did, God severely punished them and their ancestors because they said it.
That's really nice.
Or
I don't
their
believe in any of
ancestors,
that.
quote
So
unquote,
wait,
innocent.
but
Yeah, but
just
they
what
said
I'm
it.
asking you, right? So if killing innocent kids is unjust, then that means that God is not all just.
Well, actually, I shouldn't say it's unjust then.
God, oh,
It's
so you think sometimes killing innocent kids
What?
is just?
it's negative, but it's a form of God's justice.
Does God do things that are negative?
That is negative.
Yeah, so you think that God does, your perfect, all good God does things that are bad?
I mean, that is bad. I would have to say that.
Yeah, so then God is both all good and also not all good?
I mean, yeah, I understand what you're saying, but I would
Okay.
have to say that it's not a good thing.
Do you
Yeah,
know the like
gotcha.
mental gymnastics you have to do to throw your morality out the door so fucking fast the moment God's in the room? Like, how are you doing these mental gymnastics right now? It is not hard to say that
Because
offing.
like
It
the
is not
things that
hard.
you
Key. It is not hard to say that offing infants and children is wrong. Are you against abortion?
because those are
Are you
your
against abortion?
bases of
Are you against
huh?
abortion? Are you against abortion?
I would prefer that people don't get pregnant in the first place so they don't have to have an abortion.
Are you against abortion?
Yeah.
So you're a hypocrite.
Oh my
We're talking about the things that I do versus the thing that God does.
Well, we already know what God does. He does unjust shit.
Well,
But we're
also what I
asking
was
you.
going to
But
say
we're
is
asking.
that
First of all, it's a debate about your opinions, and you're all over the place. The mental gymnastics you're
that's
doing
where
is
my
wild.
opinions come from because it says why. So when I have to say
But God
why,
doesn't
that's
care about offing infants and children. Why do you care? Why do you care
what?
what a woman
No.
does with her body?
Because again, that's not justice for me to put. It's not for me to judge people. God has the ability to judge people and not me. But what I was going to say is that again, it's based off of the bigger belief. Like everybody who's like an atheist like nitpicks into like the bad things that happened like before. But when Jesus came and said like this is how you should live your life, he doesn't say for you to do any of that. He's like don't harm other people, treat everybody with love, love your neighbors, love your enemies, pray for them. And
He
so
took his
everybody
sweet
talks
time to
about
say that.
because y'all was interrupting me. So
Not
after he
you. You didn't take your sweet time to say that. I said Jesus did.
I mean, I could agree with that. But again, so the part that I believe is that part. Like, I would never
So you
disrespect y'all
don't
for
hold to
being
the
a
Ten
lesbian.
Commandments? You don't hold to the Ten Commandments?
Yeah,
You do or you don't?
I do.
That's in the Old Testament.
Oh, well, yeah. But I'm saying that, like, his actions, like, everybody's focusing on that. But when Jesus came, he's like, this is
Aw,
what you
thank you.
focus
Appreciate
on.
that, Gerard.
You should focus on loving people and doing the best
God
you
doesn't
can
love
to not
people.
be offended. I believe he does.
Then why did
Let's
he
go
off
through the
that man for
definition of
picking up
love, please,
sticks?
Because
Adrian.
again,
Okay. You want to go through the definition of
because
love and
again,
then what
if
God calls
you
himself?
I love when you run the definition of love, please.
Okay, let's go through what the Bible says love is. I'm sure you've heard of it. Let me find it. Hold on. All right, 1 Corinthians 13:4 through 8. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy. What does your God say he is all the time? Jealous. He calls himself a jealous God. It does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others. I'd say it's a lot of his actions dishonor a lot of people. I mean, he literally offed a man for picking up sticks. He hardened the Pharaoh's heart, which led to the mass genocide of a bunch of people. He doesn't care about women at all. It is not self-seeking. God's the most self-seeking person I've ever heard in my entire life. In fact, you need to worship him in order to just get into heaven. It is not easily angered. God, all throughout the Bible, calls himself a wrathful God. It keeps no
but
record of
again, those
wrongs.
are laws for
Hold
us
on, I'm
and
not
not
done. Hold
God.
on, I'm not done. It keeps no record of wrongs. When you stand before God at the gates of heaven, what is he gonna do? Tell you all the shit
He's
you've
gonna
done
judge
wrong.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he literally goes, but all throughout the Bible, God says God is love, and then the Bible like literally defines what love is, which goes against God. So I guess he's not loving at all.
No, I don't agree with that again, based off of the message that was sent by Jesus. Like I understand what you're saying. He did these things before. He did
Is he the
even God
same God?
admitted
Is God the same God in the Old Testament and the New Testament? Is he the same
that
God that
that's what
created
I'm
you?
trying to say. I'm trying to say that literally in the Bible, even God says, you know what? There are certain things I'm not going to do that anymore. Like when he killed everybody
Oh,
from
so
the
he can
flood, he said, you know
change?
what?
So he can change?
Apparently. So
Oh,
he said, I'm
that's a
not going to do
contradiction.
that anymore.
It literally says
But
in the
this is
Bible that God
instead.
can't change, that he's the same now, today, forever.
Well,
So how
because
can
he's
your
still here. I
changeless
believe
God
that speaks to his
change?
infinite. I believe that speaks to his ability to be infinite, that he's always here.
Yeah, infinitely
But
nonsensical. He's both changing and not
but
changing.
human beings are nonsensical, but we still
He's
love
not a
each
human
other.
being. He's an all-knowing, all powerful God. He's not a human
But
being.
what's your argument about loving people who are literally evil?
What?
What?
Human beings are evil. Human beings do evil stuff. We lie, we hurt each other, but you still
I
apparently love people.
I have a reason for why those things are. In your world, it's ridiculous where you think it comes from. You think it comes from Satan, whereas all three of us believe it comes from like psychological damage and like the way that their brain chemistry is, because we literally have their brain scans. But in your world, you just think that God created sin and evil and they have free will, which is just idiotic. You have a dumb
But you
explanation for why people
do.
do evil, but we have a great explanation for why people do evil.
And even
But
aside
that's
from
not
that,
every single
I'm not the
person.
one who
Some people
created
do evil
evil.
for
Why
what?
why would I as God create evil and then not like when my creation does evil? I didn't make evil. I'm just an imperfect person like everyone else, so I love other imperfect people. But God is perfect, made people imperfect, and then treated them like shit for their imperfections. What sense does
Because
that
the whole
make?
point is that God is trying, he was trying to get people to obey him. And the things he was saying is, if you do these things, you will go to heaven. But people kept not doing it. So he's like, maybe
Damn,
if I put
he's a pretty terrible creator, huh?
so he's like, maybe if I put punishments there, then you will understand, like, don't do that stuff. But then people prove that they're going to keep doing it. So he
Do
said,
you
you know what? You can believe in Jesus and follow him, and then you'll be able to do that.
do you think the guy who was picking up sticks and then got fucking killed for picking up sticks, do you think that he learned his lesson? Do you
I
think that he
really
picked up
honestly
sticks
do
ever
not believe
again?
that is why he was killed. I really do not believe that.
Okay, well
It's
that's
the
then you're
same.
just disagreeing with the Bible because that's
Listen. Look at this
Numbers
example.
Numbers 15:32 through 36. Just write that down.
Pause. I never finished my because listen to this example. Jeffrey Dahmer, he did a lot of terrible, horrible things. He went to jail, and his cellmate killed him by hitting him in the back of the head with a dumbbell. I
okay.
really believe that in that instance, he didn't do anything to that man. He was just standing there. But he got his karma because he did all of those horrible things to all of those people. But he didn't do anything personally to that particular guy. He just walked in there and the guy was crazy and hit him in the head.
Gotcha. So you gander that like the guy who was picking up sticks was like a child molester.
But you like to use that example. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, it's possible that he did terrible things, and that was the way that he was
Oh,
given his
but
karma in that particular moment.
you're just presuming all of this. Like you're just making up a story for why
No,
God stoned this man.
I'm going off
No,
of
no,
how
because
the Bible works.
no, no, you're just making up shit because I read you verse for verse. You can literally look up. I gave you the
No,
exact
I'm
verse to
making it
read.
up.
I gave you the exact verse to read and I read it to you. Nowhere in there does it say this
But
man
that's
was
not.
a PDF that he does horrible things like Jeffrey Dahmer. No, he was picking up sticks. That's it. That's all you were told in the Bible.
But
You're just
again,
in
you can't see. You can't see his whole life, but God can. God
Yeah,
can
wait, so
see
why
everything he did in his whole life, all his thoughts,
if God
But what
wanted
about
everything.
free will? But what about free will? Oh, free will's so important, but God can just take your free will when you pick up sticks?
Because when you do bad things, you get bad consequences. You
Yeah,
can
wait, why
choose
didn't
to do
God
bad things though if you want to.
so if God can kill people if they're bad enough, why didn't God kill Hitler?
That was after he chose not to kill people for like he chose not to do that kind of stuff, like kill everybody in the flood and stuff because they do bad things. And
So he just changed?
I believe that again, some of the practical things in life happen because human beings just refuse to help each other. Hitler had mental illness just like you were talking about. But because people choose not to give a crap about each other and nobody cared to he had like stuff going on with him since he was a child. And because nobody cared to, treat him like that when he deserved it, when he was an innocent child, then he became this monster of a person.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, I stand with Hitler.
I I'm I
That is
I
not what I said.
I bro, I'm sorry.
What I'm saying,
sorry.
because you're sounding like you don't understand. What I'm saying is
sorry.
that mental illness comes from particular things that happen to you in your life. Like, for example, people who get raped, that causes them sometimes to have mental illness. But there's a lot of people who say, I told my mom that I got raped
So,
and she didn't do nothing
so,
about it. So
so,
nobody
so,
chose to help them when they were in their
so,
time of need, and
so,
then they become this negative person.
so I just want to make sure that we have this entirely clear, and that I'm not mishearing you. Okay, I just want to make sure that we have this entirely clear. So, so Hitler, because of his unchecked mental health issues, at the fault of other humans, that maybe if the other humans had given him some help, then he wouldn't have caused the mass genocide of about 6 million people. If only a human, a valiant human and valuable citizen, gave him some mental health help. So it's the fault of humanity, and it has nothing to do with God, right? Right?
The reason why I'm saying that is because this is what I'm saying. The reason why I'm saying that in particular is because I am a psych nurse. So I
Okay.
literally understand that, yes, traumatic incidents that happen to you when you are a child can cause you, because I wrote a whole paper on this. When
And who
you have
caused that
trauma, it
trauma?
changes your brain.
Who caused that trauma?
The people,
And who
Then
allowed the
if
people to
you're
do that?
because
So
this
we,
is what you're supposed to do as a Christian. As a Christian, you're supposed to tell people you shouldn't be doing these things. You should not be sinning. You should not be doing these things. However, people have the free will to not listen to you and do whatever you want. So I have the ability to say, listen, mothers, you should not be treating your kids a certain way, because what's going to happen, you're going to change your brain, you're going to traumatize the kid, and you're going to cause them to go on this particular path. But I have the ability to intervene as a human being. Like we
do you
could, and
remember
as a
what
people,
did Ian originally ask you?
y'all are asking me, remind me, because I did go off on a tangent. I can agree to that.
Ian said, "Why did God not stop Hitler?"
But I just said that God works through people, and people have the ability to stop him.
You just said God
Like
works through
people,
them,
like
though.
Hitler could not have done. Hitler could not have done what he did if other people did not listen to him. Just like you said that you have a choice. If somebody told me, listen, take this gun and kill all these people, or I'm going to kill you, I really do have the ability to say, you know what, you're crazy. If that's my only choice, I'm not killing those people. Do you have a choice to do that? If those armies would have said, no, I'm not doing, you're crazy, then it wouldn't have
Why didn't
happened.
God?
He did those things
Why?
through other people. Hitler didn't do
Why?
all of
Why
that by
didn't God
himself.
work through someone to give Hitler the help before?
So that's not the way
You
God
just said
works.
that's how God works. You just said God works through people. Why didn't God work through someone to help Hitler through his childhood trauma before he grew up?
There actually are a lot of
stop
reasons why
the
people choose
childhood
not to
trauma?
help.
why didn't
Or
God
that
help
too.
Hitler get
Some
into art
people don't
school?
even know how to recognize childhood trauma. A lot of people who obviously are traumatizing their kids are not walking around telling everybody that that's what they're doing. A lot of people refuse to help each other. Like a lot of people are plain afraid of people with mental illness, so they're not going to go to them and help them because they're afraid.
But
But
your
this,
God
but
is
this
all
is God
good.
working through them, though. God would be able to know all of this. God would recognize the
Well, all
issue
I can
and
say
then
is that I
send
wish
someone to work
somebody.
through them.
All I would say is that I wish somebody would have helped them. That's all I can say.
Damn,
I'm
you
not
ate, you
saying
ate
I
that
don't
Wait,
want
up.
to
do you
be
know? Do you know who had the
rejected.
power to help him?
Human beings did, and we didn't.
God.
God is not here with us in this world right now, and I
He
believe
could
Is
have
that
is
worked
the
through
Bible
God
says that.
someone.
omnipresent? Is God everywhere?
Like Satan, this is what the Bible says.
Satan's here, but God's not?
Yeah, apparently, and he's judging
Wow.
how we behave. Like, will
Interesting.
you allow Satan to get in your ear and do these negative things, or are you going to keep the faith and be or do the best you can to not sin and go on to heaven and be with Jesus? We're only going to be with God when we die and go to heaven.
I don't want to be anywhere near that man.
That's fine.
Yeah, I think slavery is bad. Actually, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really
I
fuck with
also think it's
slavery.
bad. I feel like y'all are putting
Oh,
words in my mouth. Y'all
then
are
you
trying
think
to
God's
make me
wrong?
explain.
So
I feel
God's
like y'all
wrong?
are trying to make me. I feel like y'all are trying to make me say like, why did God do these things? That I don't know. But do they sound bad when you
Well,
just
you have
say
a
off the
great
bat he did
explanation.
that?
Well,
Sure.
you have a great explanation when God does good things, but when God does bad things, he's mysterious. So it's quite obnoxious.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, if I give you a Bible verse where God did good things, you'd know exactly why he did it. But when I tell you he offed a man for picking up sticks, you don't know and he's mysterious all of a sudden. It's just a
Yeah.
crock of
Well, I
shit.
didn't say I don't know. I said that I mean, I don't
No,
know
you
for,
quite literally do. You
I
say,
don't
"Oh,
know.
well,
Yeah,
God, I don't know why God
gonna,
does things. I don't know why God
let me
does things, but
clarify.
but
Let me
God's
take
amazing when he does
accountability.
good things, but he's
Let me
not
take
good. I don't know
accountability
why."
and say, let me take accountability and say I did say that. But again, what I'm saying is that do I know exactly 100%? Because I can't say that I know why God does everything. But based off of what I read in the Bible, I really do believe that those people that we see being punished, I really believe that there's a bigger story to it. I believe we're seeing their consequence, but we're not seeing the cause.
Yeah, you're
We're
right. I want to
seeing
know
their
Satan's
punishment,
side of
but
the
we're not seeing the
story.
cause.
I want to hear Satan's side of the story.
Yeah.
Satan
Maybe
was a
Satan had
victim
some
of pride.
trauma.
He was such a perfect angel that he became jealous of God and he wanted to
No,
be
that's
God.
what God told you, but God's horrendous all throughout the Bible. I want to hear Satan's side of the story.
Well, no,
Michael,
I
thank you so much for the
don't suggest
$6.66
speak to
on
him
Cash App.
personally, but
Hail, Michael. Hail, 666. Hail, Satan. Big W, Michael, in that comment section. Appreciate the hell out of you. Thank you so much, Michael.
Purr, Michael.
God.
Scrum dilly yum yum a purr purr.
I just love Satan.
Love me some fictional characters.
Yeah,
Hell
let's
why? Satan
yeah.
is
go.
literally evil and does evil things.
God does.
Well, I mean,
It doesn't
God
mean
doesn't
yes,
that to
I was
say
work.
I
about.
don't like God because he does things I think are bad. But to
Oh,
say I like Satan and he does evil things, that's weird.
It's
oh,
a
wait, do you know what's
joke. We
weird?
don't say
Say what
Defending
you
it,
don't
like,
yum
like about
yum.
actually,
each other and
because,
do all of these
this
bad
is like
things.
all obviously a joke when I say Hail Satan. Like, everyone knows that it's a joke. But what's actually weird is that you actually believe in a God who actually said that slavery is okay, and you actually think that somehow, some way, permitting slavery was good. That's weird.
Weird as fuck.
I just told you that is going to do that. Like Jesus would not say that. Again, can I explain why they happened back then? That's my
Literally,
theory. But
the
for right,
Bible was used to uphold slavery in America for hundreds of years. In fact, it was one of the first books handed to slaves.
Well, actually, Jesus did say that. Unless you just
again, I
like
don't agree with
fundamentally
those
don't know the Bible.
things. It
Like,
doesn't mean
if you
that's not
know,
mutually exclusive.
unless you know literally nothing about your faith, then you know that Jesus actually did say this. Do you accept the Trinity? The Trinity. Do you accept it?
I was well, yeah.
Yeah. So then you accept that Jesus is God. So God
Jesus
said,
prayed to God. Jesus is supposed to be the Word become flesh.
"Ooh," and the word is what? What is the word? You haven't read any of the
Did you just say
Bible.
God said and didn't say anything after that?
Wait, oh my God. This is like actually really sad because you genuinely
What are you saying?
you haven't read the Bible. So if you go to John 1, the start of John 1, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word
Or like put things
was
on me, silence
God.
people and like kill people and do these bad things. I don't do any of that
Yeah,
stuff.
wait. So you acknowledge that Jesus is the Word and that the Word is
But
God.
Jesus didn't
So
do
you,
any of those things.
Javerus, thank you so much for the magic rhythm. That's awesome. So you acknowledge that Jesus is God. So when God says it's chill to own slaves, you acknowledge that this is Jesus saying it's chill to own slaves.
But did Jesus enslave anybody?
He said it's
He
chill
didn't
to
kill
own
anybody. He didn't sin
slaves.
at all. He didn't do anything bad.
Yeah, Exodus
He
Well,
21.
I go by his actions, and he didn't do any of those things.
Uh, that doesn't really matter because God literally came down as himself, sacrificed himself to himself as a loophole for his own rules that he created. I really could care less whether Jesus said it or not because Jesus is God.
Again, I follow Jesus' actions. I'm not going to sit here and
Okay, do you
enslave
not
people.
follow
I'm not going to
God?
say that's okay.
Do you not
I'm
follow
not.
God, your creator? Because earlier you were saying that you
Yeah.
don't got to question the person who created you. So which one is it?
I said that you shouldn't be questioning the person who created you
But do you not follow God? You
because
have to follow the
that
Trinity. They're all God.
this is what I'm saying is that I know y'all hate this argument, but again, if I'm not the person who has all of this knowledge, I can't claim that I know exactly what that person who has all
I can very easily, as an atheist, say slavery's
the
bad.
knowledge
I
is
don't know.
doing.
Yep.
I
I
can
don't
very
know,
easily
Ian.
say the man
Duchess, thank you so much for the $6.66
why they're
on
doing
Cash
it.
App.
If you're just
Hail,
supposed to
Duchess.
say
Hail,
one black, one day,
666.
you'll find
Hail, Satan. Big W, Duchess, in that comment section. I
can't
appreciate the
argue
hell
with
out of you.
Like, I'm making a person that does things to people all day. I wouldn't be able to be a nurse if I did all that day.
What?
Yeah, you cut out.
But like again, it's just I said because like, y'all are making it sound like I do these horrible things. All I do is help people all day. But the whole idea is that human beings have like an extreme level of pride to think that like because we understand some things that happen on the earth that we know everything. We don't know.
No, it's just we have better morals than your God. That's what we're saying.
Yeah.
We confidently say slavery is bad. Is that like
I
hubris
said
to say that
slavery
slavery
is
is
bad.
bad?
Oh,
Okay,
so then you think that
why are
God
you
does bad
worshiping
things?
God
also
that
said
thinks
that.
slavery is okay?
So then how can you distinguish
I said
morality
that
in the
I-
Bible if there's immorality in the Bible that they sanction and tell you to do? This in the same book that it condemns homosexuality,
I'm a
it
Capricorn.
condones slavery. So how are
Stop.
you going to be able to tell me
Please
what is
stop.
right and wrong in the
Somebody
Bible?
asked-
I'm begging. Please don't tell me you're bringing
I
astrology
didn't hear
into
what you
this.
said
I'm
because
scared.
it glitched.
I
Somebody
said
asked me and I answered them. I was talking to the
Oh,
person
okay.
who said it in the
Thank
chat.
God.
Thank who? Thank who? Concession.
Damn, ate me up. Fuck. Fuck.
Get dunked.
And I didn't
Okay.
hear what
Wait,
he
is it
said 'cause started
possible?
glitching.
Is it possible that God is both all good and also not all good?
I feel like you just want me to say yes, so yeah.
Oh, then your God's nonsense. Your God is illogical. Your God is silly. Your God is a contradiction. Your God doesn't exist.
But
Just say
again,
you love God.
I don't. It's not that Christians think that we should be doing those things. Like I understand that atheists and
never
people are
said
upset
that.
about those things.
We never
But
said that. We're
Christianity
saying
is not
that.
about that. It's not about hurting people. It's not about doing those negative things. It's not about
You are
that. It's
literally
about
here
loving
being
people.
negative. You joined a Why is being
When was
lesbian
I being
wrong
negative?
live. You
But I
literally,
did not
yeah.
disrespect anybody
It's
here. I did not
you.
disrespect anybody here.
This view is inherently
When did I
disrespectful.
say that y'all are?
This view is inherently
I
disrespectful.
can't hear you because it's cutting up a little bit. I don't agree
Having
with
the
that. It's
view.
I'm allowed to believe whatever I want to believe in America.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's fucked up.
So are
I'm
you.
sorry. Do you think that schmetophiles believing that it's okay to go do inappropriate things with children is an okay opinion to have?
No.
Okay, so your opinion is bad.
That's what I'm
It
saying. I
hurts
don't
people.
believe these negative things. Why do you keep thinking I believe these things?
It's a reductio. I'm not saying you actually believe these things. We're doing this to test your logic. I'm not accusing you of being a schmetophile apologist. It was a question.
Okay, because no, I don't agree with that. God does things that I don't do. I can't do what God does.
Okay,
And
so
I
then
would not, because I'm not God.
well, that's not why I'm asking this question. I'm asking this question because you're hiding behind the, well, it's just my opinion. But if you can admit that there are opinions that can be harmful and bad, I can say your opinion is harmful and bad. It's inherently disrespectful. You're disagreeing with someone's identity
That's not
that they have
and
absolutely
that's
no
not my
control
opinion.
over.
It's not my opinion.
What?
It's not my opinion. I don't.
You don't think being
I
lesbian is
don't-
wrong?
That's not my opinion. Oh yeah, but my opinion is not that I'm going to be
Amy,
disrespectful to you
$10.
because of it.
$10 will get it done.
Oh wait, what did you say, Ian?
Oh no, there's just a person who asked me. Amy, the answer is $10.
Like I don't
Oh,
agree with that. Like Christians
we
that
have the
go
kick
outside
rule,
and like
Ian?
you shouldn't do that and
I'm about to send you $10, Ian.
I don't agree with those things. I don't agree with those things of like Christians who stand outside of certain places and say like you shouldn't do this and you're wrong and you're gonna help. I don't believe that people should be
Amy,
doing
thank
that.
you so much for the $9 on Venmo, adding to the $1 before to ask how much to kick in the first place, which brings us up to 10. Dexter, thank you so much for the 5-cent subscriptions. I appreciate you, Dexter. W Dexter, big W Amy. Let's get this person. That's enough chitter chatter out of you for one lifetime.
Indeed.
The mental
Wow.
gymnastics is so fucking nuts.
Freedom.
Yeah, I don't know. Like at the point in time when you're affirming like literal, direct contradictions that God is both all good and also not all good, I don't know. Like you're just outside of logic at that point. Like
That
there's nothing that
conversation has
anyone
been
can say
dead
to
for a
you.
hot ass minute. That was fucking
I
Yeah.
just want to know
terrifying.
what tinfoil they use.
For real.
Yeah.
Got that relic
God
wrap.
damn.
TM.
Make sure you're double tapping on that screen. Let's try to get all the way up to like 100K likes. And if you're in that guest request box, make sure that you're 18 or older. That you do think that being lesbian is wrong. If you don't do that, I'm not going to talk to you. And with that, we'll go to the next guest. But if you make sure you're following AG, Sam, and myself for these great debates, and if you want to support the stream, Venmo's allegedly dash Ian. Cash App is just allegedly Ian. Both of them are in my bio. What's up, Walter? How's it going?
Hey, fine. Listen, I just want to say this. First of all, you can be moral and still agree that lesbians and homosexuals harm nobody. Okay? I don't believe it hurts anybody.
Okay. But do you think
So
it's wrong?
lesbians can be who they want to be.
Based?
That's all I say about that.
Based? But do you think it's wrong?
No,
Okay.
no, I do not.
Okay. Well, that's nice.
Period.
W guessed. We're only looking for debates, so only request to join if you do think that being lesbian is wrong. If you don't think that it's wrong, we're not going to talk to you, and we're going to ostracize you and call you names. What's up?
Yeah,
How's it
hi, I'm
going?
just here because Sam, she blocked me and I want to tell her to
Oh my
unblock me.
god.
Oh,
Cry baby.
all right. All right.
Who are
Well,
you?
Respect the boundary. If somebody blocked you, they
Right.
blocked you for a reason.
yeah, that's true.
Who even?
Although sometimes my mods will block people, and then they'll DM me and be like, "Please unblock me," and I'll be like, "Oh, okay."
No, I'm pretty sure I blocked that person because they said something disrespectful. But if
Oh
you
yeah,
didn't,
Yo,
then just DM me. Like
yeah,
that's
real.
yo, what's
Hey,
going
what's
on,
up?
Ian?
Hey,
What's
how's it
going on?
going?
What's
How
going
old are
on, y'all? What's
you?
going on? So we talking about why being lesbian wrong. Hey, what's going on?
Yeah,
Y'all?
do you think it's wrong?
So we talking about
Oh, you have a
why
bad
being
painful.
echo.
lesbian
You
wrong.
gotta swipe out of the app or something, and then come back. You gotta swipe on out, come on back.
That hoe
I'd
is
love to
severe.
talk to you, but the echo is bad. It's like that. It's like that Bo Burnham sketch where he's like watching. He's like reacting to himself, and
Reacting
then
to
he's like
himself,
reacting
reacting
to
to
himself.
himself, reacting to
Yeah, yeah,
himself.
yeah.
Yeah.
God, I just can't do it. Yeah. Keep on double tapping on that
Ian,
screen.
can we watch
Why they talking about
inside?
another melanated person? I'm just on here like what? Keep on double tapping on
Ian.
that screen.
You have bad echo still. Do you have like headphones or some shit? I don't know why. Okay, we'll just move on to the next one. Yeah, wait, what do you want to watch?
I want to watch inside. Can we watch inside?
Hell yeah, we all want to watch Inside right now. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, it'd be fun. I I like Inside. It's pretty cool. How is it going? What's up, Amber?
Hi, can you hear me?
How
It
old are
sounds
you?
like you're on a seductive, like call-in
You
line
on one
right
of them
now.
tiny phones.
I'm 31.
Are you
I'm
talking on
connected
a
to my
fuck
car, so
Mr.
that's why I wanted to
Microphone?
make sure.
You know,
Oh,
those like big, like yellow, red, blue plastic microphones at the store. It sounds like you're
yeah.
talking to one of those.
This is
No,
like
it's
that
connected
really
to my
retro audio
car. I'm
quality.
parked.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
Do you want to
You should,
disconnect it?
yeah.
Please, respectfully.
Let me see. Sorry. I thought you were
No
talking to
worries.
Ian to disconnect me from the.
No,
No, no,
no.
no, no.
If you want to disconnect it from Bluetooth,
Okay, can you hear me now?
so much
Yes, much
better.
better. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you think being lesbian is wrong?
Yes. So
Why?
it's actually my biggest fear because I am lesbian and
I knew it.
I I was grown up taught that it is wrong and that I'm gonna go to hell for it. And it's my biggest, like, I'm shaking right now, just like talking about it, because it's like I've come out and I've chosen to disregard it, but I can't help that it's like my inner fear and worry that it's true.
Amber, you want to know something?
Yeah.
It was never in the original Bible. The word homosexual. PDFs, they removed the P3DO out of the Bible and they replaced it with homosexual. It was never in the Hebrew and Greek Bible. You can
Really?
do, yeah, you can do your own research on it. It's already been debunked. Back in 1946, the reason that they put it in there was because there's a huge spike in HIV, and became a huge political thing, but it was never in the original Bible.
Because, like, I feel like religion, being taught religion is like trauma. Like, it
Yep.
is,
It's
I really think
indoctrination.
it's traumatic.
Yep. It's super evil that people taught you this thing, and now you have to like live with this fear, based on like what is literally like a Bronze Age fairy tale. That's like super cruel that someone did that to you.
Yeah, I used to cry as a kid about how, like, I don't think anyone should go through that.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you
Agreed.
prayed just like I have. I mean, I grew up in a super religious household. I'm in a southern state. I feel you.
I haven't
But
prayed in so long, though, because I think that if God is real, I think he is the biggest narcissist I've ever known of.
Damn, 8 down. Fuck.
Yeah.
he
Fuck.
is.
Real.
So true.
You
Yeah.
should not fear hell, though.
No.
There's no one that's ever come back and been like, hell's a real place or heaven's a place. Like, facing that, like coming out of like deconstructing your religion and stuff is probably your best bet. Um, and going through like maybe some therapy to deal with the trauma that you've been given.
Yeah.
Well, thank
It's
you.
yeah.
I don't
Well,
want to
Thank you for
like
coming,
take up
Carlos.
your time because like I know you're looking for a debate, but like I just wanted to say like I am worried that it's real and like I hope it's not because I am not.
God condones slavery, so if he thinks that homosexuality is bad, I really could care less because he also thinks that slavery is good.
yeah.
So I
Yeah.
wouldn't
And if
God
take his
he's real,
says.
he
morality.
created me this way then. So that's
Hmm.
literally wanting to torture people for his own pleasure.
Well, we already know
Yep.
that because in Genesis, the first book of the Bible, what he does to Abraham and Isaac, or even just what he does to Job. I mean, it's just literal torture, anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God's a sick fuck, and there's no
Indeed.
need to be afraid of him because Christians think that God is perfect, but God's not perfect. This is sick and twisted. If
Yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Yep. Yeah, you should work on deconstructing your faith. You have nothing to be afraid of. At the end, after you've deconstructed your faith, you'll know that this is all just a fairy tale.
Yeah, you feel free to DM me, please, because I have lots of resources to help you.
But
Yep.
even
Okay.
aside from that, like if you do enjoy the Christian faith, because I think there are some pretty parts of it. If you just look into like the etymology of certain words in the Bible or like the history of the Bible and try looking at the Hebrew translations, like no one's gonna it's not gonna say that being queer is wrong anyway. So like you're good regardless. But you should deconstruct because God is a sick fuck.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
the
true.
the original words were malakoi in Arsenicatoi, and then pedikos in Romans, which pedikos is short for, or is P30os, and the other words were always just talking about sexual abuse. Homosexuality was never in there. And Sodom and Gomorrah, like the famous story that people like to use, it was literally just about gang rape. It had also really nothing to do with homosexuality.
Yep.
Yeah. I joined another live where they were Christians debating with people that don't believe. And I came on and they told me that because I asked them, I said, do you think that being a lesbian is wrong? And they told me, yes, that it is. That because God creates people with temptation and I choose that temptation and that I should submit to him and spend my life alone and not be with anybody. And I'm
Yeah,
Well,
just,
so
that's
that is so disgusting.
that is so
yeah.
disgusting. Wait, so I think the place where that logic ends out is that like God's the one who creates pedophiles, which is crazy. Like that's why
Yeah,
would
it's
God do
insane.
that?
Yeah,
Crazy
that's
work.
just, I
Whereas we
don't,
have a scientific explanation where PDFs come from, but
Yeah.
I would just say that like gossip in the Bible is an abomination, and so is homosexuality. God has no like to me like justice should be proportionate, and in God's eyes they're all equal, and I think that's super fucked and flawed because me and Ian, if God is real, Ian and Sam are all going to go to hell, and we're
Yep.
good people, but just on the basis that we don't have enough evidence to believe in it. And he knows that, but then people like PDFs who praise God and or they find God in jail and then they get freedom or freed and they end up in heaven. So it's just a flawed fucked system from the jump.
Yep. Real. True.
well, I appreciate your time. Thanks for letting me come on.
Of course,
Yeah.
thank you
Thanks
for
so much for
coming up, my
coming on
love.
up. Yeah. It's got a big W guest. Appreciate you, and I hope you're I hope you aren't scared because you have nothing to be afraid of.
Be not afraid.
There was some person who had, whatever. But if you're in that guest request box, make sure that you're 18 or older and that you think that being lesbian is wrong. Make sure you're dropping a follow to AG and s.a.m, as well as myself if you never want to miss debates in the future. Hey, hello?
Hi.
You are not 18 or
Your
older.
child.
Yeah, you gotta be a bit older than that, unfortunately. I apologize. Hey, what's up? How's it going?
I'm good. I was just thinking about so I used to be a Christian. I grew up a Christian. I went to church all the time. I got baptized, the whole thing. I
Yeah.
used to read the Bible on my free time. And it's just like it's crazy because they want you to read it, but like I don't know why, because the more you read it, the more it doesn't make sense.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. It sounds like we agree, but I'll probably move on to the next guest. But I appreciate you coming on up here. I agree with this. The more Bible verses that I've heard, the less plausible it all gets because these Bible verses are literally crazy. Like there's a Bible verse where God loses a war. Like he
Or
tells
the
his people, he's like, we're gonna win this war. We're gonna go out there and we're gonna win this war together. And then they fucking lose the war. That's
or the one
crazy.
where the Lord's with them and they can't get past. They can't get or they get stopped because iron chariots are there, even though the
No,
Lord is with
it's a
them.
different one. That one's crazy
Oh my
too.
god.
Yeah.
Alicia,
Hi.
hey, do you think being lesbian is wrong?
I don't know why it made me join. I'm so sorry. I
Okay,
agree with
well,
you.
I appreciate you coming on up here. That just means you're
Yeah.
like double tapping and supporting the streams. Let's get a big W to Alicia in that comment section. No, there's like another one where the Israelites are going to war against like Moab, and then they're like the prophet's like God's with you, God has your back, God's gonna like deliver Moab to you, and then it said, and then that doesn't happen because the Moabites like pray to their God, and then their God kicks the fuck out of Yahweh, and then they lose the war.
What
What's
do
up?
you
How's it going, Chapman?
What do you think it is? And do you think it's right or wrong?
How old
You
are
need to
you?
be 18 or older. You gotta be 18 or older. You're not 18 or older. You gotta be only request to join if you're 18 or older. It's like one of the two things, 18 or older, and that you think that being lesbian is wrong. Those are the things.
Also,
The
thank
only
you guys for all
things.
the gifts. When I have my glasses off, I literally can't read chat, so I didn't see any of you. But thank you all so much for
Yeah,
the
and thank you guys so
gifts.
much for the gifts too.
Hey, what's up? How's it going, Rapscallion?
Hey Ian, how you doing, man?
Doing well.
I don't think it's wrong to be a lesbian. I'm only joining because I was curious about one question. If I could
Yeah,
if
what's
you
up?
grant me one.
Yeah.
Why is it just about lesbians? Just to be clear.
So it's a TikTok TOS that if you use GAY, then TikTok will ban you.
Oh well, even like homosexuality.
Yeah, even that will, if you talk too much about
Oh.
that or like negatively about that, it'll ban you. I
Oh.
probably would make it like more neutral. I might do like, well, why is like being gay wrong? Because I think that
Yeah.
gay, I feel like in my experience that it encapsulates both like men who like men and women who like women. But
Don't
yeah,
say it too many times, Ian. They're gonna
yeah,
come
that's
get
true.
you.
That's true. They'll get me.
They're gonna come get you.
Well, I just
Yeah.
wanted to quickly say, I'm a big fan of the Usual Lives with Is God Real? I watch a lot of your lives. Massive
Hey,
fan.
thank you. I
You
appreciate
have the
that.
patience of a saint, my dude. So
Hey, thank
kudos.
you. You're so sweet. All right, I'll move on to the next one, but I appreciate you. Also, you're not following me, so drop a follow. Fake fan. No,
Ian's
I'm
literally the
kidding.
most patient person on this fucking app.
No, literally.
What's up, dysfunction?
Hello,
How old are you?
I'm 25. 26,
And
actually. I just turned 26.
do you think being
Happy
lesbian is wrong?
belated.
Thank you very much. Actually, no, not at all. I wanted to tell you something about something earlier. When people like when they contradict themselves, like they said that God was all good and also not all good at the same
Yep.
time. I like to reduce that to like trying to convince a kid that Santa Claus is real. Like I tell them, I was like, imagine that like you're a kid with Santa. Like I'm trying to convince you that Santa Claus is real. How am I going to convince you? Like it's not gonna happen, and that normally shuts them up.
Oh, that's interesting. No, I'll keep that in mind.
Thank you very much. That was I've used that before, and it's fun.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. I'll keep that in my back pocket. All right, I'll move on to the next one. Some of the comments that I never stream on the Sabbath, I think trying to get at like some anti-Semitism. You stupid fucking idiot! I was literally live yesterday.
Yeah, that's not. That's not.
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Good, how are you?
How old are you? That's a dumb question. I shouldn't have even asked. If you're in that guest request box, make sure that you're 18 or older and that you do believe in the Bible. Or, sorry, wrong one, wrong topic. And that you do believe that being lesbian is wrong. Only join. Hey, what's
You're
up?
a
How's it
piece of
going?
trash. Believe in God. You
Yeah, hit
Believe in
puberty.
God. Please.
Believe in God.
Believe in God. Crazy
Okay.
word.
Piece of crap.
Yeah.
Piece of crap.
Hey,
Please.
what's up, McKay? Oh my fuck. Okay.
Well, never mind. Bye
All
bye.
right. I gotta start like profiling these people based off of their profile. Oh, also, if I remove you for being too young and you show up
Fucking
back in my
faggots.
guest request box, you're
Fucking
getting
kill
blocked.
yourself, faggots. Fucking nigger
Oh no, that's not very demure. I bet this guy probably
Not
thinks
very
that he believes
mindful.
in a god who is loving too. That's the real irony to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which
Hello?
hey, what's up? How's it going?
I don't like what you say about lesbian. I think it's wrong, being a lesbian.
Why is it wrong?
Because God didn't create us to procreate with woman and woman, and man, but woman and man.
Okay, I don't believe in God, so
Why don't you believe in God?
there's no evidence.
But do you believe in that the universe is finely tuned?
I don't think that we have the information to make that claim. We don't know what the odds are that the universe would be anything other than what it is. So we can't say that it's like finely tuned. In fact, I think that there's lots of evidence that it's not finely tuned, right? Like look at all the planets where life doesn't exist.
Can you tell me how many planets that are like livable for humans?
Yeah, none. So why would God make, or like none except this like one, and then there's probably others elsewhere very far away that are livable, but it's a very rare phenomena. So why would God make all these empty ones?
But God is still creating. He's creating. He's still creating. He's never stopped creating.
Oh, so when is he going to create more life?
Yeah, he creates more life. He creates more.
Yeah,
everything.
when? Where? Can I see? Where's the new life?
Yeah, humans. Not only humans.
Oh,
animals,
but like
living
after
all.
humans, where's the new life?
After humans, animals.
Oh, but didn't they? Are you Muslim?
Yes.
Yeah. Wait. So did that happen? Has there been anything since? And also, wait. I guess I have a question. So if God made humans, why is 85% of our DNA useless?
What do you mean?
85% of it gets discarded by your mRNA. It never gets processed, never gets expressed into anything. Why would God do that? Why would God make so much useless DNA?
The DNA is not the point. The DNA is not like that's not the proof that God doesn't exist. You say God doesn't exist because you have a lack of belief that God exists. You don't
Yeah,
have proof.
Let
So
me
you-
break down the argument for you. So the argument is that if God exists, if he's perfect, if he designed our anatomy as is claimed by the Quran, then our anatomy would not have design flaws. But our anatomy does have design flaws. We have 85% of our DNA is completely useless, and these useless parts harm the useful parts. Your useless strands of DNA will replicate and write over the useful parts of DNA, giving you horrific diseases like Lesch-Nyhan syndrome, for example, a disease that causes 2-year-olds to attempt to gouge their own eyes out. So that's a pretty big design flaw, I'd say.
But does that mean that God doesn't exist?
Yes, because if he did exist, then we would have no design flaws.
Did he say he created us? He created us perfect in his image, not perfect in our image. So our
Does a perfect engineer create designs with design flaws?
No, but God created us perfect in His image, not us in our image. So of your what you perceive is like the best human possible. That's not what God perceives. He perceives.
So do you reject that there would be no design flaws, or do you reject that we have a design flaw? Which of those two do you reject?
I reject that your belief that us humans aren't perfect in His image. We are perfect in
One
His
or two.
image.
Do you reject one or two? Do you reject that? Do you think that God can do a design flaw, or do you think that we have no design flaws? Which of those things do you think?
God doesn't do design flaws. We have
Gotcha.
a
So you think that you reject that we have a design flaw. So how is it not a design flaw that 2-year-olds get disorders based on the way God designed our genome? 2-year-olds have disorders that cause them to gouge their own eyes out. How is that not a
and that
design flaw?
disorder will lead them to heaven. So
Wait, so
they
do you think mentally handicapped people, or I'm sorry, that's probably a bad word, mentally, like severely mentally disabled people, get into heaven automatically?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. So all these people who have this are already severely mentally disabled.
This life we're living, as bad as it gets, if it's really bad, then God will put you into heaven because He wants you to have a bad life here to have a good life in the afterlife.
Yeah, wait.
What
So if
type of
all these kids
abusive
are,
ass?
if all these kids are already getting into heaven because they're already like mentally disabled, like severely mentally disabled, then they're already getting into heaven. So what's the point of making them like gouge their own eyes out?
That's a disorder they have.
Yeah, and why would God give that to anybody? Why would a loving God make people gouge their own eyes out?
God is all loving. What you mean?
Yeah, is it loving to make someone gouge their own eyes out?
I mean, you don't understand the full picture.
Yeah, what's the full? What context could make it okay to make someone gouge their own eyes out? What context would make that acceptable?
Well, first off, it's a disorder they have, so that's real sad.
Yeah,
But
well, yeah. Why would God give it to them?
all
That's the
pain and
question.
suffering is not God's creation. It's not God's creation.
But God created our anatomy. Our anatomy causes this. If God's all-knowing, He knew our anatomy would cause this.
So
So
that's your logic to why God doesn't exist.
why would God give people this disorder? It's a huge design flaw. God doesn't exist because we have a design flaw. Specifically, our genetics is such that it causes 2-year-olds to gouge their own eyes out.
So that's your reason that God doesn't exist?
Yes.
So you don't even want to look at so you're an atheist or agnostic?
Yeah, I'm an atheist. Well, towards your God, I'm an atheist, yeah. And you have no refutation of the argument, so this is acceptable for you to accept that God doesn't exist too.
First off, I'm not a scholar or a smart person from Islam. First thing. So the second thing is that God has created us in His perfect image. So any disorder that we have that will lead us to heaven, why would you hate on that?
Wait, so what do you mean by we're created in His image? What does that mean?
Why would you be angry that you will get to heaven for free?
I'm just asking you for like a definition. Like, what do you mean when you say He created us in His image? Does this mean that we all have the same properties that He has, or what's the
He
deal?
created us how we wanted to be, how we wanted us to be.
Oh, then why the fuck would God create us in a way, some of us in a way that causes us to gouge our own eyes out? If God created us in that way, then God's a sick fuck.
Just because we have a disorder that makes us gouge our own eyes out, does that mean God is bad?
Yes. If God caused that categorically, yeah, that's like super evil. That's like sick.
But
That's
how is
twisted.
God
That's
bad when
horrible.
He's created us and given us the gift of life and food and water and everything?
So He gave these 2-year-olds the gift of life just to have them gouge out their own eyes? Question mark? Like,
No,
where's the
but
gift at?
The gift of earth is not 1%.
They can't see the earth.
Yeah, literally.
That's so true.
The gift of
They
what you
can't
have.
see shit.
Okay, so you're dodging the question really hard. It's really not that hard of a question. The mental gymnastics you have to do to answer such a simple question is absolutely absurd.
Okay, I think you have a good point. I think we got a little bit out of the question why being lesbian
I
is
don't
wrong.
think we did. I think we were right on
Well, I
target,
mean,
actually.
you brought it to God, and then do you have like another reason why, like, being lesbian is wrong, like a non-God reason?
How did you get born?
My parents.
And what gender are they?
My dad is a dad, and my mom is a mom.
So their gender, male and female,
Yeah,
right?
it's like a man and a woman.
How will humans continue to live?
Whoever wants to have kids can have kids.
And how does human continue to live?
Lots of different ways. Now you can do like the classic standard impregnation, but you can also do like IVF or whatever if you're like a lesbian couple who wants to have kids. And you can also, if you don't want to have kids, you can just be like,
they have to just go to the sperm bank and get some sperm.
yeah.
Yeah, but
The
where
same way a straight infertile couple has kids. Do you
No,
think that a straight
but-
infertile couple is wrong for using a sperm bank?
What do you say?
Do you think a straight infertile couple is wrong for using a sperm bank?
Straight infertile? No, that's because they're infertile. They can't get kids.
Oh, right. So guess what? Lesbians can't choose their sexual orientation, right? So they can't choose the fact that they're only attracted to women. They're doing the same shit.
Yeah, they can.
Huh?
They can choose not being lesbian.
Okay, find me a source, a study that says sexual orientation is a choice.
No, actually, I know a guy. You know what? He
I don't care. I don't give a shit about your one person. I'm talking about studies. I want studies facts. I don't care about your one person. Give me a source and a study that is backed up, peer reviewed, that says sexual orientation is a choice.
You know,
my anecdotal evidence is going to go against yours. That's why I'm asking you for a study. So.
Are you lesbian?
Yes.
Are you a woman?
Yes. What the fuck does a lesbian mean to you?
Yeah, well, I've seen some trans people that get to women and then date other women and they're technically lesbian.
I am a woman and I'm a lesbian. So find me a source that says sexual orientation is a choice.
No, I'm just wondering, if you're a lesbian, how will you continue to have kids? Like you, not
the same way that a straight and fertile. First of all, it's my choice. I don't have to bear a child. That's if I want to bear a child.
Yeah, but it's
because consent is involved in in that. Okay.
Can I ask you something? Why? How does human knows that we need to procreate with the opposite gender to have kids?
First of all,
how do we know that? How do we know that?
So I'm answering if you'd let me speak. So first of all, we have mothers have like a maternal bond, and they have this internal wanting to have a child. A lot of men don't have this. Like we see, like 50% of men don't have that, whereas women do have a maternal sense to themselves. So they typically are the ones that want the children in the first place. So a lesbian couple is like twice as likely to want a child. The issue would actually be just finances, that they are not going to be able to get a child because it's super expensive to have a child. But to answer your question, we can have children the same way a straight and fertile couple can have children. IVF, a surrogacy, adoption, and artificial insemination.
Abby, thank you so much for the $10 on Venmo.
Artificial.
Huge W, Abby, in the comment section. Glad to
artificial-
hear about your 2 kids. That's awesome.
I can ask a question. Look at the world before 100 years, okay? Before secularism, okay? I believe that the root of most of today's problems are from secularism. So.
Oh yeah, wait. So we look at the world in 1920s. How was the world doing in the 1920s?
I think that was the time of the Great Depression.
It was like, are we in World War II at that point? Otherwise, yeah, I think the Great Depression.
It was the ending of World War One.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So is society doing well?
No, they're recovering from a war.
Oh, but I thought it was all secular. I thought secularism was.
No, but secularism has left the religious beliefs and led us to homosexuality.
Yeah, religious beliefs have led us to the majority of wars. We literally see that currently.
5% of world wars have come from religion. 95% have come from governmental issues, political issues, not world.
So, are you aware that the Nazis' belts literally said "Gott mit uns," which is like God is with us? Were you aware of that?
Hitler used Jesus as a source for killing the Jews? Yeah, maybe, but he was an atheist at last. He was atheist. Stalin was an atheist.
No, he was not an atheist.
He was a... Huh?
Hitler was not an atheist.
Hitler, are you sure?
He was very Christian.
If he was Christian, why would he kill Jews? That's not what the Bible
That's such an excellent question, Anas. We would love to know.
Yeah, he wasn't Christian.
It was because his parents.
His parents? What do you mean?
He hated his parents, and his parents were Jewish.
His mother, not his father.
Yeah, same shit.
He didn't hate his mother. He loved his mother. He hated his father for... He hated his father, not his mother. What are you talking about?
Cool. I just said parents, so... Sure.
Yeah, that's not why
it really doesn't matter though. It doesn't really matter though, because the part was you were wrong. He wasn't an atheist. He was a Christian, and he hated Jewish people.
Yeah, but just because he was a Christian, does that mean that was his reason for killing Jews?
Wait, because we didn't claim, so I think you might be a bit confused. Let's clear up the confusion. The way we got onto this topic in the first place was because you said, well, life was good before. It's all like the secularism. Secularism causes wars. So we pointed out World War II, and then discovered how secularism actually didn't cause this war. Oh no!
I haven't said any secularism has caused war. I mean that secularism has led us to has led to the acceptance of homosexuality and other.
Yeah, wait, and what's the critique of that? Who cares? That sounds good. Sounds good.
No,
Works for me. Also, I mean, obviously, gay people existed before, but it's not like you care about history. So
yeah, but
why do I care?
just because gay people existed before, does that mean that they were excluded from society, or
And
they were?
is that the society you want to return to, where gay people are excluded from society?
I don't I don't respect gay people. I
Yeah,
respect
we
people.
know.
Yeah, you want to know why? Because they don't follow their biological way of life. Every animal knows that.
Oh, animal. Animal. You want to talk about the animal kingdom? You want
Every
to talk? You
like,
want to go there? I don't think you want to go there, buddy.
wait. There are two things. Number one, biological way of life. So you mean like what we are like mentally inclined to do, right?
yeah, no,
Like
no. I mean
biologically.
that what
Okay, great. I'm so glad you feel this way. I'm so glad you feel this way. Do you think schmetophiles should go have sex with kids?
that's a mental disorder.
It's biological though.
No, most of pedophiles have a mental disorder,
Where do you think it came from?
genetical
It's a
defect.
genetic
Their
predisposition.
biology.
Do you think they
Biology
should go
doesn't have
do
morals,
that?
bro. Biology doesn't have
Do you think
morals.
they
It
should
just
go take
is.
care of that? Do you think that's right?
I
Do you
think
think that's okay?
I think
'Cause I
I think
don't.
I think pedophiles, those who act on their actions, are bad people. But I mean, there's probably plenty of more pedophiles in the earth than we know of. Many more, but they don't act on their actions.
Okay.
They don't act on their
Yeah, but you know
actions.
the difference between a pedophile and a homosexual is? A
Both have
lesbian?
mental disorders.
Prove that shit right now.
Yeah,
That's not
that's
true.
true.
Prove that being a lesbian is a mental
God,
disorder.
God has
Give me a study. Give me a study.
God.
First of all, define what a mental disorder is, and define. Hold on. Define what a mental disorder is, and then give me what you have to have in order to be classified as a mental disorder.
No, I'm saying that they have a mental
No,
disorder.
answer my
because
question.
Yeah.
No, answer my question. Don't
You,
pivot.
you guys are not answering my question.
We're just
I
looking for
asked a question.
clarification on the stupid statement
Okay.
that you just made. We're just trying to
I can answer your
understand
question, but then you
what
have
do
to
you
answer
mean
my
by
question.
mental disorder? What does that mean? And could you give me like even a single medical organization who would agree with you?
My source is from my source
Trust
is
me,
God.
bro.
My source is God.
You're a fictional character.
Oh wait, we already disproved your God. You had to run from your God. You got folded on this topic.
I folded on God.
Yes.
Can I ask you one question about this Big Bang?
Go for it. Yeah.
What was before Big Bang, and where did all the atoms or the things
Yeah.
that?
I wonder, do you think this question actually gets a lot of people? This is like a really easy one.
It's so
Before
easy.
the Big Bang was more infinite cycles of rapid expansions and rapid contractions, as
So
is
where did?
indicated by the dark energy getting weaker
Oh,
over time. Oh,
Oh.
God, we got a runner. Folded like a chair. That's so
Runner.
pathetic. Oh my God.
it's
You
so
didn't
funny
think that I'd
because
have an answer.
it's so funny because they love to bring up the Big Bang, but they know fucking nothing jack shit about it. They know
That's
jack
so
shit.
sad.
They
They
think
all
they think
it's
it's
an
actually an explosion,
Yeah.
which is so
Yes,
funny.
true, they
And then they
do.
also think that it was a biogenesis, which it's not. Nobody's ever claimed that. Only religion claims a biogenesis, or that it came from ex nihilo, which doesn't claim from no the Big Bang doesn't claim that either. But they just
That's
don't. They know jack shit.
It's so funny to me when like a religioid is like, "Well, you believe that something came from nothing," and it's like, you literally believe in creation ex nihilo. Like
Yeah.
you unironically think that something came from nothing.
From literal dust. Like you believe that God literally, and then they use that as an argument that it can't come from nothing. Well, then how did God come about? Because we can't go before Planck time, so we don't know. And I'm okay in saying I don't know, and that there's universes outside of ours. It's so idiotic.
Yeah, real. Hey, if you're in that guest request box, make sure that you think that being lesbian is wrong. If you don't do that, not going to talk to you. Damn, Key's back in the guest request box, but I won't torment. I won't torment you. I won't torment us.
Thank you.
Hello, man.
Hey, what's up? How's it going? How old are you?
16.
Oh, you gotta be deep ass voice for a 16-year-old. They gotta be 18 or older though. If you're not 18 or
Thank you for
older,
the transparency.
yeah, yeah, real.
Hey man, how's it going?
Hey, how old are you?
I'm 29 years old.
And do you think that being lesbian is wrong?
I do think it's wrong.
Why?
Because I only appreciate man-on-man gay relationships personally.
Okay.
If it's gonna be woman-to-woman, that's just
Okay.
not kosher. That
Okay.
Kosher?
Okay.
Kosher.
That's not kosher.
Damn, I'm hated.
Yeah. Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Thank you.
How old are
I just
you?
want to say, I want to start off. I am really not disrespectful. I'm respectful to everyone and to all the bitches in the chat. Don't kick me in. Wait. Don't kick me.
We. And
To all the people
the three
that
little pigs went we all the way
All the way
home.
home.
so yo, I definitely like no disrespect to anyone, but I don't
Hey,
support lesbian.
you were asked a question before you started monologuing.
Oh shit! What was your question?
How old are you?
Fucking 23, like.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Fuck. I swear to Lord. Sorry.
That's okay. What do you think being lesbian is wrong?
Okay. Before I answer your question, because I've been watching the whole time and I know how you're gonna attack. First off, I wanna start by just so you all know, the Bible is a history book. Like it's literally history. It's
Wrong from the
not.
jump.
Yep. I got a question for you.
Yo.
Yeah. If the
Slavery. If I'll answer you. Slavery.
No. I wasn't
I'll answer
gonna
you
ask
that.
about slavery. I was gonna make it more topical. I know you're from New Zealand, but if the flood
How'd you
happened, how do you think?
How'd you know?
Because you sound just like. Have you seen the Ghost Chips ad?
Yo, G.
Yeah, I love that ad. You sound just like that ad. You have the Kiwi accent. But if the flood happened, then how did the kangaroos get to Australia?
Dude, you guys, you think that you're limiting God. That's the thing with like you're limiting him. You're limiting God. God does not have no limit at all. He's
Really?
limitless.
That's great. So is God everywhere all at once?
Yeah. He sees everything.
Okay, so that means that
You read it in the Bible,
that
didn't
means
you? Didn't you read it
so
in the
that
Bible?
means that
Then why are you asking?
if you'd let me speak,
Didn't you just say you weren't gonna be disrespectful?
Nah, I'm kidding.
It's been like 2 minutes.
Bro. I'm kidding.
Kidding about not being disrespectful, or like kidding about like literally interrupting. Like,
I'm kidding.
Okay.
All right. So if God is
relax. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so if God is everywhere all at once, that means that hell, literally, God would be with you in hell. So there's no point of hell.
No.
No? Oh, okay. There's just a contradiction.
Here's the thing.
In your logic.
God, when Jesus died on the cross, remember 3 days. It took 3 days for him to
prove
rise
that.
again. He
Prove it.
went to hell. He
Prove it.
defeated hell. Took the key. Go read the Hebrew translation. It's in there.
Yeah, the Bible doesn't. The Bible
Go
doesn't.
read the Hebrew translation.
Hey,
Like I said,
dude.
the Bible.
Just because the Bible doesn't make it
Bro,
true.
Okay.
So
okay,
find me, give me sources outside of the Bible that prove Jesus' resurrection.
Okay, if you were listening, I was saying go read the Hebrew translation. It's in there.
That doesn't give shit to me. I don't give a rat's ass what the Hebrew version of the Bible said,
Bro,
because that doesn't prove anything.
Wait, so
I
what's
think
the
the book is
evidence?
fiction.
Yeah, what's the evidence that the Hebrew Bible is true?
Ian, brother.
Yeah,
What I'm
what's
trying
the
to
evidence
say.
that it's true?
Remember what I said at the start. The Bible itself, it's not just the Bible as you know it today. The Bible itself that you know today is not the Bible. The Bible is literally a history book. So those are like, when you think back, when you're thinking of like, what's it called, that council war, those guys literally pick and chose what they thought like represented Christianity, and they put it together as the Bible you know today.
Double, you discrediting your holy book? Like, how do you know that they didn't add all of the anti-lesbian verses?
So, if you, like I said again, brother, even the Muslim, not just like, even the Muslims, freaking, how do I say that? Prove my point that I'm trying to say right now. That all the Bible, like, if you read the Muslim text, the Quran, even they said it's in there. If you read the Hebrew translation, it's there. The Syriac translation, it's there, saying that everything that's here, like the Bible today is not the Bible that we know. Literally, it's not.
It
It's
doesn't
not the
prove
full
that the
Bible.
Bible is true. Just because the original translations, yeah, we know. We know there were
This takes
original
credibility away
translations.
from your argument.
Yeah,
actually.
exactly. Yeah, this is like
but
you're
you
slam
guys
dunking
like
on
to
your own
refer to the
points.
Bible
Like you
terrorists
you
today.
just discredited your own source.
Yes. But you guys, you always go back to the Bible that we know today. That's what I'm trying to take out of your
Oh, and
mind.
so where
Yeah,
can I
we
find
know.
this
So
Bible?
then-
Wait, so which Bible am I going to be looking at?
Hebrew. The Syriac.
You don't want to do that one
Me?
because that one says
Oh,
that
yeah, well, I'll
slavery
stay
is
on this one.
okay.
No, I'll stay on
So
this one then. I'll stay on this
so
one.
if you're because
Slavery.
we're no actually
Slavery,
let's
like,
actually I do want to go to that one though because that's like a really easy win, right? Like it literally says that slavery happened or that slavery is fine, that God is chill with slavery in the Hebrew Bible. So why would I take seriously the morals of a book that says that you can own other people as farming equipment?
Okay, let me explain it to you in God's terms. Oh, actually, I
So
can't say that.
wait. So to be
I
clear,
can't
we
say
don't
that.
know God's terms, but you do.
No, I can't. I just said again. I can't say that. I can't say I know God's terms.
Well, you
Like,
just did. So.
yeah, I know. My bad. My bad. Whoa. We're not all perfect. Whoa. Relax.
Whoa.
Okay, here's the thing.
Aw, thank you for the $10,
Slavery.
Kai.
Oh, slavery was definitely mentioned in the Bible,
Why'd you
and
gotta
it was
ruin it
not
like
wrong.
that, man?
It was not
You fucking
wrong. I'll
ruined
say
it.
it
It
right
was
now.
not
It
wrong?
was not wrong.
It was not
It was not
wrong?
wrong. Now let me prove it. Let me prove it.
Nah,
Let me prove it. Let me prove it. Well, you scared.
In
You
what
scared.
context is
Yeah, let me
slavery
prove it.
okay?
No,
Yeah,
let me
go for it.
prove
Wait,
it.
yeah, sure.
Make
Fuck
it
it. Yeah,
quick.
let's hear it. Yeah, what's
Make
the
it quick.
If you read the whole Bible, or not the whole, but that whole verse of where the slavery came up,
I'm so tired. Oh my god.
did the Christians or did
Oh my
they
god.
treat the slaves as bad as you think they actually
You're
treated them?
kidding. You're kidding.
Did
You're
they treat
kidding.
them?
Do you think it's okay to own people as property as long as you don't treat them too
No,
bad? Are you
bruh.
serious?
Sister,
Are you
sister,
serious,
You
bro?
can
listen,
you can beat
listen,
them
sister.
for 2 to 3
No,
days, or
Yeah.
you can beat them as long as they survive for 2 to 3
What happened
days.
to uninterrupting? What happened to uninterrupting? What happened to that? Where's
You're
your
Mr.
moral
I'm
in that?
asking.
Interrupter.
Where's your
You
moral
said
in
that
that?
You already made your
you started
point.
to give your like defense of slavery. I think is what
Listen,
happened.
nah,
Yeah.
nah.
You said, well,
I
Yeah.
I
ain't
mean, but
defending the
they didn't
slave.
treat them that as bad as what we think. So it's fine?
No, brother. Relax. Let me explain. If you read the book, or what they was told to cut their hair, so that they may. Where's the Bible? Let me get the Bible.
Yeah, what version are you reading?
Which one do you want me to read from?
No,
Yeah,
what
the
version
fucking
are you
Hebrew
reading?
one.
Which
No,
one?
but what version are you reading? I just want to know.
No, I'm quoting from what I remember from reading.
No, well, I know, but you just said you bring out your Bible. What version are you reading?
I need to look for my Aramaic. I got an Aramaic one.
Oh.
And I got the new in my personal opinion, New King James. Wait, let me see.
Oh,
It's the closest one.
the most
It's the
discredited
most.
Bible, King James
Nah,
version.
nah. In
Yeah,
my, but then again, that's your opinion, and this is my opinion.
yeah. Theists would disagree with you. Literal theists would tell you the King James version is one of the worst versions of the Bible.
Yeah, that's them. That's them, not me.
Oh, okay.
Again,
Yeah, you know better than the theists that study
you're
this.
arguing with me. You're debating with me.
Hmm.
So you're not
Yeah,
debating
we're
with
talking
them.
Yeah,
about
wait,
religion.
so what I'm still waiting for the defense of slavery. I'm super
Oh, yeah,
interested. So what situation do you think it's ever okay to own someone as a possession for life? Do you think that's fine?
Only God can.
Oh, so then why did God say that the Israelites can?
On behalf of, like, you guys don't understand. If you read the whole story on that,
Yeah, it's the
why
whole.
was
Well,
this?
it's not a story. It's a set of laws. So why would God say that it's chill?
What?
It's not. It's not a story. You said it's a story. It's not a story. It's a set of laws. So why would God say that that's chill?
Did I say it was law?
Well, I'm telling
You
you
said it
that
was a
Leviticus is law. Leviticus is law. It's the Levitical law.
Exodus is law.
What? You said that. Read that.
Do
That's why you.
that's just gonna be
You guys
Leviticus
haven't.
25:1, where it says, "The Lord said unto Moses at Mount Sinai," and then
Yep.
all of the stuff about it's chill to own people as property.
Yep. Because they disobeyed the Lord.
So you think that it's okay to enslave atheists?
Definitely. If you disrespect the Lord will punish you. I was here when Key was dodging the question. I was here. I was
Yeah,
saying,
you really bit the fucking bullet.
bro, she was dodging it. Bro,
Yeah.
it was
Glad
okay
you said
because
it with
God
your
said it was
chest.
okay.
Fucking nasty. Fucking nasty.
Yeah, fucking weirdo. Okay.
Yeah. So when your morals go out the door, there's no fucking conversation.
Yeah, like I don't know, like actually, slavery is good. Actually, what the fuck? Like I'm actually not going to take moral advice from someone who thinks that slavery is good. I'm all right.
Fuck.
Yeah. Have you considered the possibility that actually enslaving atheists is like totally fine and there's like no moral problem with it?
That's that's not.
Yeah, for real, for real.
Oh,
Make sure you're double
that's
tapping on
not.
that screen, sharing it with your friends. Dropping
Sounds
a
like y'all's
follow to Sam and AG.
sounds like y'all's objective truth isn't really holding up.
Yeah, I was thinking about this the other day actually, that they're like, well, you can't have objective morality under atheism, and it's like, look at your fucking objective morality. This shit's dog shit. That's garbage.
No, for
Yeah.
Like,
real.
That's
you
what
think
I
that,
always say that. I'm like, just
yeah,
because you say that your God is good doesn't make him good. You have to check that shit. And also, your objective morality is horrible. I don't want your objective morality.
yeah, true.
Hey y'all.
I'm fine being objectively wrong.
Hey guys.
Hey, what's up? How's it going, Nikki?
I don't think being a lesbian is wrong.
I don't think you're 18 or older.
Well, period. On that note,
Yeah, per. Well, also you're
divine
in
order, horrible by what standard?
Oh
The
no,
fuck?
no.
Yeah, just intuition. It's intuitive. If you don't share the intuitions that slavery is bad,
Yo.
then I'm fine with my worldview not being convincing to you. What's up? How's it going, Hayden?
Good.
You're not 18 or older.
Alright.
You gotta be 18 or older. If you're not 18 or older, don't request to join. Only request to join if you're 18 or older and that you think that being lesbian is wrong. If you don't think that it's wrong, then don't request to join. And you gotta be 18 or older. What's up? How's it going, Ian?
Hey, how's it going, man? Hey, I like the name.
Hey, yeah, I was just about to say, I like the name.
Hey, I'm 19, by the way.
Yeah, okay. Do you think being lesbian is wrong?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
I think, first of all, I just want to say I apologize on all these other Christians' behalfs. I'm a Christian myself, and the way that they're coming across to you guys is not the correct way at all.
No. Based W? Well, I appreciate you, but if you don't think that it's wrong, you should come back. If you wanted to debate about God, you should come back on a different day. But I appreciate you. Ian W? Gosh, yeah, I knew there was a reason. I was gonna be really sad if it turned out that you were homophobic.
No, absolutely not. But I just wanted to say, like, hey, I'm sorry about all that stuff they were saying. I would never say anything to any of you guys about that kind of stuff, despite what the Bible may say. Now, I don't believe that it's wrong, but I also don't think that it's right when it comes to like a biblical view. But that's obviously like a totally different conversation. But I would, me as a person, I would never condemn someone because of that, because we're all people. You know,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no
big
reason for me to
W,
hate other
yeah.
people. Like, you guys are people. You're not above me. I'm not above you. And we're all made in the same image.
Well, that's very sweet of you. I'll probably move on to the next guest. I think that's like based. I think it's based when theists are like, all men are brothers. We're all people.
When they're more moral than their own book.
Well, someone said regulation's not endorsement. We're not talking about the regulation, although it is kind of funny that God said, don't do all these things, but not slavery. But he did
Yeah.
specifically say,
Actually, in Exodus,
go do the slavery.
Well, actually, in Exodus, the Hebrew slaves go before God. So.
Oh, cute. Love to see it.
Yeah, I mean, well, he had no problem saying no shellfish, but when it comes to slaves, like, oh fuck, not you.
No.
Oh, I can't eat your ghost chips, bruh.
No. Ew.
But make sure you're double tapping on that screen, sharing it with your friends. Yeah, divine order. I debate on biblical slavery. That'd be fun. How old are
I'm
you?
18, so don't worry.
And what year were you born?
Hello?
Yeah. What year
2006.
were you born?
April 25th.
But what year? Am I tripping?
2006.
Oh, 2006. Yeah, okay. Wait, there's the Wi-Fi. I'm sorry. Regardless, the connectivity issues are quite bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Quite bad connectivity. Yeah. Hey, what's up? How's it going, musicy?
I had no idea even press the button, bro. I'm a huge fan. I'm definitely not homophobic. I'm an atheist. I'm not the right guest for you. I don't know why I joined me, but I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. That's so sweet. Big W guest in that comment section.
U-Haul Parker.
Hey Ian, how are you?
That's crazy.
Hey, what's up? How's it going, Dave?
Good. Hey Ian, I just wanted to tell you I have nothing to do with any of your conversation. I'm atheist myself. I think you're doing a great job.
Hey, that's so sweet. You're a sweetheart. Appreciate that. Only request to join if you disagree, if you think that being lesbian is wrong, though. We're only looking for ops, only looking for debates. As we try to find the next victim. Hey, what's up? How's it going?
So, I don't exactly believe in lesbians. I'm gonna be real honest.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
No,
like, you
no,
don't think
hold
that
on,
they
hold on. Let
exist?
me explain. Let me explain.
Yeah, go for it.
Every lesbian, every person, every girl that I've known has told me she's a lesbian always ends up with a dude. Always ends up with a dude.
Well, see, this is why your anecdotal
noticed this,
experience
and
is dumb
I've
because
seriously-
I'm a lesbian and I've never been with a dude.
I mean, I'm just from my experience. Every lesbian
That's why
that
your
I know-
experience is not relevant.
Yeah, what about the
mean-
people who go their entire lives as lesbians? What about them?
I mean, I don't know them personally, but just from my experience,
That's
I've
why we're
never
saying your
met
experience
a
is
true
irrelevant.
lesbian.
Well, I'm a true
I
lesbian,
swear,
so.
I've never met a true lesbian. But
Well, you're
I
meeting
mean, I
me
don't
right now,
hate,
bro.
hate people, but I mean, the like people that I grew up with, you know, like in high school, who said like, "Oh, I'm a lesbian," they always ended up with a guy.
Have you ever personally met Donald Trump?
Have I ever personally met Donald Trump? No, I have not.
Do you think Donald Trump is a real person?
Yes.
Okay, you've never personally met a gold star lesbian. Until now, actually. But
All right.
that doesn't
I
mean that
mean,
they don't exist.
I just swear, like every
Is sexual
time I
orientation
met-
not allowed to be discovered?
I'm sorry, what?
Is sexual orientation not allowed to be discovered? It's only been within the last like 20, 30 years that we've been allowed to be out. There's something
I
called
don't care. I
heteronormativity.
don't care if you do what you do. Like, I don't care if you're a lesbian or if you're gay, straight, whatever. But I swear I've never met a true lesbian.
You met one right now,
No,
so
in like face to face, like you know what I mean. Like,
my face is showing. Yours
Yeah,
isn't.
turn your
but-
cam up.
you know what I mean.
8 down.
Like,
I don't know how
No.
this isn't more relevant. You're talking to somebody who's literally a real lesbian. I've never been with a man. I'm with my girlfriend of 2 years. Gonna marry her. I live together.
And how old are
We
you?
live
If
together.
you don't mind me asking.
22.
Okay, so you're pretty young.
I'm never gonna
So-
date a man. I'm not attracted to men at all.
I'm not saying you're gonna do it, whatever. But I've just personally never have met a lesbian. They always, because all the ones that they say they're lesbian, they always, you know, they date a chick and they always go back to a man at the end.
That's
Thank you so
probably
much for the $2 on
bisexual
Venmo,
woman.
Trisha.
It's probably a bisexual woman.
I
That's
swear,
figuring it
I
out.
swear, lesbians don't exist. I know gay guys,
Okay, you're just
but
being
I've
obnoxious
never
now,
met,
so-
I've never met a single lesbian in my life.
Well, you have, as of now, you've met one. So, also, just because you haven't met somebody, like I haven't met, I don't know, I haven't met a fan of like Banjo and Kazooie. That doesn't mean that like no Banjo and Kazooie fans exist. That's just silly. Sexuality is like very complicated. It ebbs and flows. People think things about themselves, and that's like true at the time, and then it's like not true later, and that's fine. And some people know who they are from the start, and they never change. So I don't know.
How? I mean, they always go back to a dude at the end and later in life.
They
I swear.
quite literally don't. There are lesbians that have never had sex with a dude that are in like their 70s right now that are married.
I mean,
Like what are you talking about?
I don't. That I've never met, but I've personally never met.
Well, we've already discussed that you don't have to have
And
met
I've lived
someone in order for
and
them
I've
to
lived in blue
exist.
states. So
You are one person out of how many people are in the US? Like 340 million-ish? Do you think that your one experience goes to show like the entire lesbian population?
no, but every girl that has told me she's a lesbian always ends up with a dude at the end.
You're being very dense.
I mean, in their
this is
20s,
painful to listen to, I'm not gonna
I
lie.
swear, when they reach 30, they want a man. 30s and 40s.
What about all the
they
ones
start
who
to want a man.
don't?
I swear, I've never.
That's
met a
not
lesbian.
true. This is like literally, unironically.
It's
just
a
wait.
unicorn.
You
I don't
should,
believe in them.
if you want to disprove your entire worldview, I don't know. What's a place where like old married lesbians hang out?
I'm sorry, I don't know where old lesbians hang out because I don't believe in them.
They hang out at what's it called? At like crafting places and like wine tastings and cheese tastings and shit. They love going there together. especially in like New
I've
York.
been to
They
many
love
wine
that shit.
tastings, but yeah, I mean, I see bi women all the time.
Okay?
Okay,
So
well,
we've already covered that just because you haven't seen something doesn't mean it's not real. You haven't met Trump, but you think Trump is real. You haven't met a gold star lesbian, but you still think that that's justification. Like,
yeah, I feel like
that
this
doesn't
is
make
going
any
in
sense.
circles. Like, I think this point is extremely
Yeah.
simple. If you can't accept this point, then I think that we're like unironically just on like two different planes of reality.
No,
But I
yeah.
appreciate you
This
coming
is
on up.
terrifying.
If you're in that guest request box, make sure that you are 18 or older and that you do think that being lesbian is wrong. If you don't think that being lesbian is wrong, I'm not going to talk to you. But double tap on that screen, drop a follow to me and AG and Sam as well. I almost left out Sam.
Fuck me, I guess.
Yeah, for real. What's up? How's it going, Tiff?
Hey, good. I don't agree with the topic, but I just wanted to address the last guest. I'm a 56-year-old lesbian, so we do exist.
Let's go.
Let him know, bestie.
Oh my god.
Let him know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Big
Yes.
W. Well, appreciate you coming on up here.
Thank you.
Yep. If you want to support the stream, Venmo's allegedly -Ian, and the Cash App is just allegedly Ian. Both of them are in my bio, and I appreciate any and all support. How's it going, Bout?
What up? What up?
Hey, how old are you?
29.
And do you think that being lesbian is wrong?
Yeah.
Why?
So, real quick, I want to point out some stuff that I know you, AG. I want to know what theologian AG is talking about that would disagree with the King James Version. But-
Wait, let's just, if you want to take that up with them on like a separate
No,
time.
no, I got you. I'm just saying I want to point out some stuff that you said that I feel was disingenuous.
Wait, but what I'm interested in talking about is the lesbian topic.
Well, that's-
so do you have substance on the lesbian
Yeah,
topic?
yeah, sure, we could do that. But can
Yeah,
you,
what's the, because so the topic is not like why is the King James Bible
No,
actually
no, for
secretly
sure,
based.
for sure,
the
for
topic
sure.
is why is being lesbian wrong. So
Yeah,
why is being lesbian wrong?
Yeah, Ian. Do you agree that you said some disingenuous stuff when someone has brought up the Bible? Because that's where I'm going to go.
Obviously not.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
wait.
so
So let's just do like a quick check. Which book of the Bible does it say that being
Yeah,
lesbian is wrong? in?
I'm just going to say it doesn't matter because even Bart Ehrman, who's
You have
a
no
well-known-
idea.
Yeah, Bart Ehrman, who's a well-known atheist, who's even reviewed the manuscripts, will tell you it doesn't matter the variation. The context of the message is the same. Every
But do you know what
atheist-
book it is? What
Wow,
book of the
every
Bible?
atheist. Wait, Ian, can I say this? So every
Yeah,
book.
go for it.
Okay, even atheists who have studied the manuscripts, the original manuscripts, and tried to find problems in. Bart Ehrman, main one, who discusses this 24/7, Ian, says that doesn't matter the variation, Ian. Message is still the same.
Yeah, okay. I know what my own name is, by the way. I don't know if you know this, but I do know what my own name is. So that's fine. We'll just end this one quickly. So why would I take moral advice on a book that says that it's okay to own people as property?
Yeah, so you're going to take that out of context too and go to
What's the
historians.
context? Give the context.
I'm
Go for
trying
it.
to wait. Good. Okay, let's listen. Right, let's not use rhetoric. Anyway, Ian, the substance of the
Who the
argument.
fuck are
is that-
you? The
fuck?
Yeah, well, yeah. So, Ian, are you going to agree that historians even agree that this was indentured servitude, where people?
No, historians don't agree to
Oh,
that.
that's
That's not
crazy
true.
because I can point out 3 right now.
So
but
wait,
if you
wait.
want
So
to-
is I have a quick question for you. Quick question. So is in indentured servitude, are you someone's possession for life? Is that what indentured servitude is?
No, indentured servitude.
Oh, I have bad news for you.
Whoa, no, hold on, Ian. Hold on. Let me explain. So again, right? What is indentured? So what do you define as indentured servitude?
Indentured servitude is where you are owned by someone to pay off a debt. That's not
Sure,
slavery for life.
Sure. So wait. So when we get okay, indentured servitude again, by your definition, is what?
Being owned by someone to pay off a debt.
Great. So if my debt exceeds and I say, look, I'm going to work for you the rest of my life, is that a yeah or no?
You can't buy someone. That's not going to be.
Well, wait, Ian, it's not buying someone, right, Ian? It's a debt that you owed. But back then, right, when people were really poor, they sold themselves into slavery. So I don't know why you keep going back
Where
to
a
this.
person
because-
worked for a set amount of time without pay. Oh, no, wait, I'm mistaken. So it's a type of labor contract where a person works for a set amount of time without pay in exchange for something else.
Right, and I agree. So what I'm telling you is
Okay,
right. Is back
so-
in the day, well, hold on, I wasn't done. So back in the day, they did this, right? But there are verses like in Romans, right, that tells us owning another man is wrong, especially if you steal them.
Oh no, that's not true because
Wait.
these are the words of Paul, of course.
Yeah, wait.
And
Who
it's
was
so
Paul?
the reason why Paul wanted the person set free is not because he was anti-slavery, but because he wanted the person to be a slave of the church.
Oh my
I just
God.
think that you don't understand the context of
This
your own
is
verses.
great atheist.
Wait. But Bout, and I agree. I don't know why you're going to try to give like a grandstanding speech when you're getting torn in half. But
Yeah,
let's just
yeah,
go through the
that great
verse because you
rhetoric, by the way,
agreed.
bud.
It's going to be okay. It'll be fine. You
Doing
agreed
great rhetoric
that
with the
wait. You
substance.
agreed that indentured servitude is not being owned for life. You
Wait,
agreed
no,
that that's not
I don't
indentured
agree with that.
servitude.
No,
You
no, no,
did
no,
agree
no,
to
you
that. Everyone heard you
mischaracterized.
agree
You
to that.
mischaracterized.
1.3 thousand people heard you
You
agree to that. You're not gonna be able to
mischaracterized.
gaslight
You
1.3 thousand
mischaracterized
people.
again, Ian.
Wait, you're getting
Wait,
torn
Ian,
in half right now, and I
Wait,
understand you're panicking.
wait,
It's gonna
hold
be
on.
fine,
When
Bout. It's gonna be fine.
Ian gave the
Sam, hold on
definition,
real quick.
when
I
Ian
want to go with
gave,
Ian. I want to go
no,
with
when
Ian.
Ian
This is
gave you
supposed
the
to be Ian. Don't
definition,
run.
when
Let this
Ian
be a
gave you the
one-on-one,
we're not
Ian.
running. I'm on this
Ian, don't
topic.
I'm
run.
aware
We're
what
on,
my own name is.
we're
You don't
on
need
this
to.
topic.
you're
I
gonna
don't. I
run
don't
with
know. I don't know what
running.
you think moaning my name over and over is going to
Right.
help you with.
The rhetoric
Like,
is crazy in here.
I'm
These
not
yeah,
trying
my
to
rhetoric's
run.
much better.
substance.
My rhetoric is better than you. I'm faster than you. I know the Bible
your
better than
rhetoric is
you.
better than mine. Give me the rhetoric. Hold on. The rhetoric you're
All right.
spewing is no substance,
No,
dog.
really?
Actually
Okay,
put
let's
some
go. Then
substance
what's
in
the
your
laws of
argument.
Exodus? What's the laws of Exodus? Exodus 21, how it tells you. Oh, so you're gonna shut me up now?
Don't run.
Yeah, wait. So that's
No
fine.
one's
That's fine. I have
running.
no problem like humiliating this guy. Wait. So it literally says that they may be your property and that they will be your slaves for life.
Yeah, Ian.
So how is it?
Can I
Wait,
say
wait.
what
So
I said before?
is it? What do you think a slave for life is?
Yeah, Ian, can I say what I said before? So are you going to compare it? Are you comparing chattel slavery to slavery back then? One, and then question two.
This is chattel slavery. What do you think chattel slavery
whoa.
is? Wait. Can I get a definition of chattel slavery?
Yeah, no, I'm talking about the way chattel slavery was done. So anyway, I don't think it's right, to steal and own another human being. But when they sell themselves into indentured servitude,
That's
right?
not what they did.
Yeah, great. That's what they do.
Do you think they can be
Wait.
beaten? Do you think they
Oh
can
my
be
God.
beaten?
No, it literally says this in there, right? So
Can you
again,
can you
my
beat
God.
that's a really good question. Can you beat an indentured servant?
Oh my God! What did I literally just say?
Can you
So if
beat
I
an
was-
Can you
indentured
beat an
servant?
indentured servant?
This is a 3v1 right
Can you
now.
beat?
Hold
Wait,
on.
nobody
Cry
cares. You
about it.
joined it.
Yeah,
You
no
literally
one
joined
cares.
it.
Yeah, because
We got
again,
a
dog,
crying
you're
Corey
being
over here. Let's just calm down.
disingenuous. The
Guest,
disingenuous
wait,
is
guest. I have a really easy
Exodus
question.
20. No, sorry. Go ahead.
No, yeah, no, go for it.
No,
What-
no, I want. You can ask.
Oh wait, so no, I was just wondering. I'm so curious. Like, can you beat an indentured servant?
Yeah, Ian. Hey, wait. Quick question. You're an
I
atheist,
just asked
right?
you a question.
No, I
Maybe
said
you're just
I
not
said
tracking.
no. Wait. Okay, let me hear.
You
it.
can't.
wait,
You can't beat an
my
indentured
God,
servant.
Ian, can I ask you a question? Anyway, I just said no. So,
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Ian. Real
So
quick.
then, wait. So then, why does it say that you can
real
beat an
quick,
indentured
wait, real
servant?
quick,
Or why
real
does it? Why is it
quick,
that you can
real
beat
quick.
these people?
Real quick, you said also that yes, in your atheist worldview, you cannot be objectively wrong, correct?
What?
In
Depends on what.
your morality cannot be mind independent, correct?
That's not necessarily true.
Okay,
No.
do you believe in Platonism?
I sure could.
Yeah, do you? I'm asking because I'm.
Yeah, why not? I do believe in
don't dodge the
Platonism. I'm a
question.
Platonist.
So affirm Platonism to me right now.
Yeah, I affirm Platonism. So the first argument is going to be that nothing is not. However, because nothing is not, it cannot be nothing in relation to something. Otherwise, that it would be something. Thus, nothing needs to not itself, becoming its own self-negation, turning into being. Whatever the fuck Heidegger was on
What do you
about.
clarify
Thus,
being for
Platonism
me?
is true.
Clarify being for me.
Clarify being, just
Yeah.
like existence.
Yeah, give me the
Do you want
probability.
do you want the Heidegger
Hold on,
argument?
hold on,
Do you
hold on.
want it? I can
Ian,
read it
from
to you.
your
I have no
worldview,
problem
from your
reading the
worldview,
argument to
Ian,
you.
give me. Do you affirm that you're not asleep right now? Give me the probability you're not a brain in a vat.
Oh, this is just going to come back to phenomenal conservatism. I think you're a bit confused, though.
No.
You're running
Because
so hard.
so what we were
Ian,
talking
don't
about.
run.
Wait.
Give
So
me the
because
argument,
you
Ian.
lost
Ian,
the slavery discussion so hard,
no one
you had to
lost,
pivot to
Ian.
tag.
No
That's
one lost.
sad.
No one lost, Ian. Because
You did.
again-
Wait. So then
No,
why?
Ian,
If you didn't lose,
asked
then
me-
why?
here,
Oh,
let
I'm
me
so sorry.
steel
Wait,
man your
Bat. Oh,
argument.
that's
Let me
fine.
steel man your
It's
argument.
okay. It's okay. If you didn't lose,
Steel
then why are
man
we
your
pivoting
argument?
away?
Do you want me to steel man your argument? You
Wait,
said,
if you're-
slavery's bad, and the Bible affirms slavery, which it didn't because you mischaracterized.
It did.
Even what
No, it did.
historians. Okay.
Will you let me
know
read
what
you the verse?
historians-
Will you let me
know
read
what
you the verse so I can
okay,
tell you how wrong
see,
you are?
Again, you see the rhetoric here with no substance because
I'm trying to read it, but you won't let me. I'm trying to read it, but you won't let me.
You don't want to hear the verse.
You don't want me to you don't want me to read you the Exodus laws because it'll shut you the fuck up.
Read it once I'm done. So anyway, right? You're being very disingenuous when you mischaracterize the way even again, I can name 3, but we're not going to go there, right? I'm just going to say that you mischaracterize the way, it was done back then, right? You're trying to compare it to chattel slavery. Again, we agree.
Dumb fuck. You could literally beat them. You could beat them.
It is
it is good rhetoric, which is why you're stealing it. You're so unoriginal. Wait, literally, your rhetoric skills, your rhetoric cap is literally, that's good rhetoric. After I get killer rhetoric on you.
Rhetoric and I have actual
arguments.
Let me just read it. Let me just read you the Exodus laws so that I can prove you wrong. There's no out of context or rhetoric here. This is just your Bible, bro. I'm reading your Bible.
Sure.
You've been yapping. I've let you yap, so let me fucking speak.
Read the Bible and take it out of context.
So take it out of context, reading it from Exodus 21 all the way to the bottom. I'm going to take it out of context. Okay, cool. Because it tells you all the fucking laws.
AG, do you agree there are over 12,000 ways, right, to say John loves Mary in Greek, right? Over 12,000. But again, you're going to tell me that you knew the context of the manuscripts.
Do you think this was written in Greek?
Oh,
you think this was written in Greek?
Arabic, Greek, and Hebrew.
Wait, you think it was written in Arabic? Oh my god!
No, Arabic, Greek.
You don't know fucking shit,
dude. You're dumb.
So you literally think that the Hebrew Bible? You think the Hebrew Bible was written in Arabic?
You think that's the only manuscripts we got, dummy?
It's obvious. It was written in fucking Hebrew.
This dude
big dog.
Okay, you want to obfuscate?
It was written in Hebrew. You don't know anything. You don't know level 1.
You don't know anything. Again,
yeah, wait. I know that I know Leviticus was written in Hebrew. I know it's a part of the Hebrew Bible.
Aramaic.
You can't even tell me based on context clues that maybe the stuff in the Hebrew Bible was written in Hebrew.
Anyway, Ian, how can you affirm anything to be true as an
atheist? You need to pivot to tag because you lost on the substance so hard.
Can you beat a precept?
He's pivot. You're desperate to pivot. I'm not going to let you pivot. I'm not going to let you pivot to tag, big dog. I'm not going to let you pivot.
You can't beat tag.
I'm not going to let you pivot to tag.
Tell me how you're not.
You're literally pivoting, which is pathetic.
Give me the argument for the uniformity in nature, Ian.
Yeah, wait. What do you mean? The argument for the uniformity of nature?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Give me the argument for it.
What do you mean? What do you mean by uniformity of nature?
In the next 5 seconds.
What do you?
Yeah.
What do you mean by?
Wait,
Bow. What do you mean by uniformity of nature? What do you?
Oh my God. Okay, it's gravity, nature. How do you know gravity is going to be?
I think that all these things are platonic. I'll just hold Platonism to all of this.
Oh my God, bro. You haven't even.
Wait, can I get the critique of Platonism?
Yeah, sure. Because when I'm gonna say, well, one, do you agree when what Platonism's talking about is moral concepts? So when we talk about good, evil, just things like this, it's saying these things are in another pretty much reality.
No, so that's you're confused about Platonism. No, that's not the case. You're confused about Platonism.
No, you need to go.
Wait. I think that you just maybe need to get back onto reading your Plato. Maybe pick up a copy of like Timaeus or the Republic or any other stuff. So wait. This is you fundamentally you have missed all of the fundamental sense of Plato.
Just go look into
You're confused.
Papers, bro.
So let me let me break this down for you. So Plato believed that this stuff was imminent. Do you know what imminent means?
Yeah, what's it mean? Why don't you tell me what?
Wait. You said yes. You do know what it means. So explain to everyone what it means.
Yeah, I don't know.
Wait. What do you think Platonism means? Do you want to go ahead? Or what do you think imminent means?
Oh my God! Here we go with the. Oh no, hold on. Let me explain. Let me know.
Do you know what it means?
Imminent. So anyway, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna spew rhetoric with no substance.
Yeah, you have no idea what it means. You said yes, you do know what it means, but you don't know what it means. So allow me to explain to you the word that you didn't know but claimed to know. Allow me to explain this word to you. So imminent means that these forms are embodied. They exist in the fact that they are embodied. That's what imminent means. That's the core idea behind Platonism. It's not that these things exist in like some abstract realm somewhere, but rather that all of these forms are embodied.
Oh my God, bro. No, that's definitely not what Plato meant. He even uses
that is exactly what Plato means.
Concepts within outside
yes,
reality.
But these abstract concepts are embodied.
Embodied.
When you draw a triangle, it's the embodiment of a triangle. Yes.
What do you think Plato meant by embodied?
It means that these things actually exist in reality, that they are brought into reality, that these forms are instantiated in reality.
Go grab good from me.
Go grab good?
Sure.
Yeah, good is instantiated in all the good actions, while bad is instantiated in all the bad actions.
Yeah, how do you know?
Oh wait, so you concede the meta ethics point. So you concede
I
that morality is
don't, because,
possible.
no, because again,
Because you're pivoting to the
can't prove to me that
epistemic
these
point.
abstract concepts
You
embody
pivot away from the
No, I'm
meta
not
ethics to the
pivoting. We're talking about
epistemology
Platonism,
because
Dick. What do you
lost
mean?
on the meta ethics
Oh
point. So
my
instead you need to
God,
ask
this
how do you
dude.
know
Here
the
we go with the rhetoric.
epistemology
I
point.
just told you what you
Wait,
mean
I
by
agree.
embody.
Wait, you need better
This
rhetoric
dude
than
is
just saying, well,
highly
that's just
confused.
rhetoric.
Bro,
Your rhetoric's
you're highly
terrible.
confused,
You're getting
bro.
torn in half
You're
right now. This is
highly
embarrassing.
confused, Ian.
You've embarrassed yourself in this discussion.
Hey, Ian, real quick.
I thought you had something. Your mind blank. Your mind is like blanker than, I don't know, a white sheet of paper. God, presuppositionalists are pathetic.
Because you can't beat the argument. But anyway.
Right, wait, you literally haven't been able to give a single critique. You conceded the meta ethics. You conceded my meta ethics, and you had to pivot to epistemology. You conceded slavery, conceded the meta ethics, and you have to pivot to epistemology because you got torn down so hard.
Bout,
That's embarrassing
are you
for
married to a 19-year-old?
Ian?
Bout, aren't you a 30-year-old married to a 19-year-old?
My 30, what?
Are you 30 married to a 19-year-old?
You said you're 19.
Y'all are fucking delusional. Y'all will do anything to get rid of
This
Bobby
is
because
crazy.
What year were you born?
1998. I got 3 kids. I am 26 years
Dumb.
old.
Okay, period.
God damn.
Thank God.
Period. Hey, I'm just asked a question.
Look.
Close call.
Yeah, nah, definitely. I wasn't married at 19.
Yeah, well, that's actually really bad that you're getting like humiliated in front of your partner.
here we go with
That's
the
a rough
rhetoric
one.
again, Ian,
You
with
probably
no
thought that does this
substance, it's not.
like
You have
substanceless
affirmed
rhetoric actually
Platonism,
work
you
on
tried to say
people?
was
Who fucking
embodied in
falls for
something
this?
inside reality.
Wait. So I got a
These
question
concepts
for
that
you.
we
I got a
cannot
question for
see,
you.
But that we
I got a question
Bro,
for you.
why the
Wait,
fuck are
how do you
yelling? It's
how
not
do you
that
ground morality?
serious. Oh my
What?
God.
How do you ground morality? Is it good because God likes it, or does God like it because it's good?
Oh, Euthyphro's dilemma? Yeah, but it's by his nature.
Oh, and what grounds God's nature? Remind me.
Oh, you want me to explain to you?
Yeah, what grounds God's ungrounded nature? Wait, so you're not grounding morals at all.
Let me say this.
Wait, just saying it's God's nature doesn't ground morals even a little bit because God's nature is ungrounded. Wait, why does whoa, shut the fuck up. So why does God's nature include this goodness instead of some other goodness?
Because oh my God, bro. Listen, real
He has
quick.
no answer.
Yeah, no, I do.
Let's hear
go
it.
with the rhetoric because you don't want to hear the argument.
Rhetoric.
So, buddy, to be honest with you, this is the best intellectual conversation I've had in a minute.
Yeah, you're getting torn in half right now. It's actually embarrassing
not
for you.
really. I mean, dude, I've seen you debate other
Yeah,
people.
wait, you couldn't answer the question, so instead you resorted to this like meta, like, well, I'm just glad that we're two friends having an intellectual discussion. Buddy, you got blown the fuck out.
I'm going to. So anyway, Ian, I've seen you debate other
people.
You're
biting. You're still biting for time. I've seen you debate before. I didn't fucking ask. I didn't fucking ask.
Let someone finish, bud. So anyway, I've seen you debate.
Says the one who's
your
been
Ian
interrupting the
Houdini
entire
account,
time.
right? So again, I've seen you debate on your Ian Houdini account. And you've been on my panel. And you do debate well. You have very, very strong rhetoric. But what I'm gonna say, dude, is from your atheistic point of view, and this is me and you on common ground, right? You say I can't prove God. I say you can't prove the universe was eternal.
What question did I ask you?
Wait, no, hold on.
What question did I ask you? Do you remember?
Real quick.
Wait, what question did I ask you? Do you remember?
How do I ground
what question?
About God?
No. That's not. Wait, the question I just asked you, or were you not listening?
No, I wasn't listening.
Gotcha. Yeah, this is most intellectually honest presuppositionalist. Wow, this is embarrassing. You should learn real arguments. So the question again was just, why does God's nature include this goodness instead of some different goodness?
Well, it depends on what you mean by good.
Whatever you think grounds its nature, of course, because your definition is going to mean nothing. Because all it is like some aspect that's part of God's nature for no reason.
God was the word. So again, right? Good just means to its end, right? The telos, whatever its end is. So in humans, right? We have like human flourishing and shit like that. I'm not really trying to get into that argument, but what I want to tell you is because I got to go. I would like to take.
I accept your surrender.
Yeah, sure, whatever you. If it's not a concession, definitely. But
It is a concession. Oh, it's not a concession. It's just leaving the argument in a hurry.
Because I got to go cut my grass, dog. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah, your grass certainly couldn't wait. Yeah, you got to run from the discussion really quick.
I got to wait. My grass can't wait. You want to see my grass, dog?
I actually just wanted to read Exodus 21 to you, but you refused to let me. So
certainly, grass can wait. Wait, do you think this is you got like Darth Dawkins tier like retorts, like ways to try to get out of it? Wherever Darth Dawkins gets stomped, he's like, "Well, it's time. I gotta go walk my dog. I gotta go walk my dog."
Using, bro. I thought you got
Why
cooked
you
by
keep
Darth.
using the word
No,
rhetoric?
Darth Dawkins refuses to debate me. He
No,
literally
I
won't
thought you
debate me
got
anymore.
cooked by him.
No, he got torn in half.
Say
Got
that
absolutely
again.
humiliated.
Say that again.
Yeah, he
Anymore.
got torn in half. Absolutely
No, he
humiliated.
definitely didn't, bro.
Got torn in half. Wait, so if he didn't get humiliated, then why does he refuse to debate me now?
Because he's already, bro. He destroyed you the first.
Because he
place. What do you
brought me
mean?
on and then demanded an apology for last time because of the vicious beating I gave him.
Because Ian, you use a lot of rhetoric with no substance, bud. You
Gotcha.
go,
Wait,
this
so
guy
you
don't know, this
acknowledge
guy
that
don't
Darth
know, this guy
Dawkins
don't
is a
know.
coward and is running from me?
No, I didn't acknowledge that, bud.
Oh wait, so why is Darth Dawkins running from me?
Because, bro, you have no argument. What do you mean?
What do you mean I have no? I just gave you my argument. My argument's so good you can't even respond to it.
Wait.
Tell me how you beat
what does
Tag
rhetoric
again.
mean?
Tell me how you beat Tag.
I beat
And
Tag in
affirm
two ways.
Platonism.
One by adopting Platonism, which grants all this stuff way
Adopting
better
Plat- No,
than
it
God ever
doesn't.
could.
It really
and
doesn't, bro.
two, I point out that your morality is equally ungrounded. Even if my morality is ungrounded, you put your morality in God's nature, and of course God's nature isn't grounded. So one, I point out that my shit's grounded, but two, yours isn't.
Wait. Because okay, if your shit's grounded, tell me what you mean by good in Platonism.
Well, good in Platonism is just going to be what's most conducive towards the flourishing.
What the fuck did I just say? What human flourishing is?
Wait, but why is that? Why in God's
Oh my
nature? Why does God's
fucking
nature
God.
include that instead of
Dude,
something else?
Because it's something.
Why
by
does
its
God's
nature,
nature include
right?
that
Good by
as
its
opposed to something
nature
else?
Just to its end, bro. Even
Yeah,
Aristotle.
but why does
even Aristotle?
so why does
affirmed this.
but why does
Do you
God's
know what
nature
telos
affirm that
means,
instead
bro?
of something else?
Oh my God, bro.
And also, okay, if you're a presuppositionalist, I have a fun argument for you. Premise one: if God exists, then I know that He exists. Premise two: I don't know that He exists. Conclusion: God doesn't exist. Which premise are you going to reject?
State premise one again.
If God exists, then I know that He exists. Premise two: I don't know that He exists. Conclusion: God doesn't exist.
Premise two.
Okay, go ahead and prove that I do know that God exists. So I just want to be clear to the audience. So you're saying that I'm not actually an atheist. You're rejecting the idea that I don't know that God exists.
No.
You're saying that I do know that God exists. So go ahead and prove that I do know that God exists.
Bro, through this whole conversation, you've affirmed you know what God I'm talking about. So you know.
Yeah, but I don't know that He
whoa.
exists.
Whoa, Ian. You know
Stop
who He
yelling.
is.
God
you know
damn.
who He is, Ian. Again, you've
Fuck.
affirmed this. So
But He doesn't
premise
exist.
premise two is destroyed by what your own argument. What do you mean?
What do you
It's an
mean? In what way
internal
was it?
critique, genius. They don't actually believe God exists.
Oh my God, dude!
They
dude,
believe in the
Sam,
concept.
you're
I know
highly
the concept
confused. Yes,
exists.
oh my.
Yeah, he's. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
damn.
you might need to. You might need to.
He heard a soft feminine voice and just started screaming.
Dead ass.
Ian even knows you're not tracking. So again,
What are you talking
No,
about?
I think Sam's tracking fine.
I tracked just fine.
No, you didn't, Sam. Because again,
Damn.
right?
Do you think you make
Ian, do know that he
presuppositionalism?
exists,
Why
but you
are
reject
all the
truth.
precepts like fucking
Oh my
crazy? What
God.
is this?
It's a 3v1, I know.
You didn't have to come up. You have free will.
I've asked you to read
I
Exodus
just-
21
I
this
just want-
entire
no, I
time.
just
When you
wanted-
came in here talking about indentured servitude, you refused to let me read you Exodus 21.
Yeah, anyway,
That
so
man tried to
Ian,
speak
I
earlier.
just want
He
you
just-
to,
Anyway.
I guess he just doesn't listen to people that have pussy.
Yeah, he's used to tuning out like
He
soft
doesn't-
voices.
He
be
doesn't
as
like
good
when
as I've
people have
seen you being, Ian, and
vaginas.
quit being disingenuous when it comes to precepts and things.
He's
Actually, give
used
a good
to
argument.
talking over people who are assigned female at birth.
Sure,
I guess so.
Sure, buddy, good rhetoric.
My fault.
Where's
Yeah,
the
it is good rhetoric.
substance?
Thank you.
Where's the substance, bud?
Can you please
Yeah,
define
the
word
substance
rhetoric?
is when you lost the argument so hard you had to pivot away
Can
from
you
slavery,
Oh,
then you
wait,
lost that
what?
argument so
No,
hard. You
definitely
had to pivot
not.
away
See,
from
the
meta
rhetoric
ethics, then you lost that argument so hard. Then you had to
please
pivot to the
define the
nature of
word
God, then
rhetoric.
you lost that argument so hard that you had to
Oh,
pivot to meta
dude, wait.
commentary.
Tell
That's
me,
the
wait, tell me how I
substance.
lost again. First off, I didn't
Wait,
pivot. I already killed you on the slavery argument.
which one do you want to hear the
being
play-by-play
disingenuous
on? So you lost.
historically.
I'll play this one back to you. So you lost the slavery argument when you conceded that you can't beat an indentured servant, thus conceding that it's slavery, which is why you had to pivot to how you get morality at all. I adopted Platonism. You had no critique of Platonism, so then you had to pivot
Wait,
to
I did, because
epistemology,
Platonism
and then
was
you lost
weird.
on the nature of
It's a
God
concept
conversation
that
too.
can't
You lost
grab and
all of the
affirm that,
substance.
one, it
It's because
embodies
presuppositionalism is a
people.
bad
We affirm this
argument.
when it comes to people and what they are by their nature, right? So again, we know these things are outside of the mind, correct? Even Platonists agree with this, correct?
Outside of the mind?
Oh, here we go with the rhetoric again. Hey, bud, just quit being disingenuous to these Christians. And
So
answer
wait.
them
So you're saying
arguments.
that goodness exists outside of the mind of God?
Wait, what? No, when
Wait,
did I,
what?
dude? Why are you trying
Because you
to
said
keep
it's
me here?
mind
When did I
independent, thus
affirm
it
this?
exists outside of the mind of God.
Wait, no,
So
dude.
then we can
Oh
have
my
morality
God,
without
no one
God.
said
Sounds
that.
good.
No. Outside of our minds.
Oh no! You had to walk it back already.
Oh,
You had
walk
to
it
concede
back.
that
Whoa, I
point.
said outside
You
of
said it's
our
mind
minds.
independent.
You
Oh
didn't
my
say
God, here we
our.
go with the fucking rhetoric, dude.
It's
Hey,
wait. I don't think you know what that word
actually,
means.
look.
Thank you!
Be-
Can you
be-
please
be the-
define
be
what
the
rhetoric
guy-
means?
Be the
Please
guy. I know
define
you
that
can
word.
be. Ian,
Bobby,
so
I know you have
don't
this
get
muted, but can you please define what rhetoric means?
Please
Ian,
define
be
that
the guy.
word.
Be the guy. I know you can, right? Because
No,
I've
I'm
seen you do
non-binary.
it.
I don't know who you're
I've
talking
seen
to.
you do it, Ian. You can
Please
actually
define the
give good
word.
arguments sometimes, right? I'm just
Can you
asking you
pretty
to
please
stop
define
being.
rhetoric?
Don't let this person at the bottom and the top give just
Can you
disingenuous.
pretty please can you
Oh my
pretty please
God.
define rhetoric?
You know
Can
they're
you pretty
people. They
please
have
define rhetoric?
names.
Yeah, I'm a human. I know you might not acknowledge the fact that I'm a human because I have a pussy.
Oh,
I'm
the
so
Homo
sorry.
sapiens species. I really
I'm
don't
so
care.
sorry. I'm so sorry that I have a vagina. I promise I
What?
won't do it next time. I promise I won't do it next
Sam,
time, okay?
I don't care that you're a woman. It's not that. Why
I'm
are you
actually
trying to
not a
say I'm
woman either.
misogynistic? I'm
I'm
trying
not
to
a
get
woman.
Ian to do
I'm
the
not a
arguments
woman.
I've seen him
Yeah,
do.
okay, all right.
Which argument do you want me to
really,
recite?
Right. I really
right,
hate to
Ian.
break it to you, bestie, but you came up on a live where
Oh.
Ian allowed 2 other people up here, which means we're
Yeah,
also
and wait a
allowed to
minute,
ask
wait
you
a minute.
questions.
Yeah, y'all are not on Ian's level. Ian can actually give good atheistic
Whenever we
arguments.
try to give you an argument, you talk over us and say
You
anyways.
have, wait a minute, you have
I
no
tried to read
argument.
Exodus
We
21
both
to you this
tried
entire
earlier.
goddamn time.
AG,
We
AG,
both
AG,
tried
wait.
earlier.
Why are you reading me a book that you don't even believe in?
It's an
One.
internal
It's an
critique,
internal
Doug.
Because
critique.
we're
God
talking
damn.
about, you came up here talking.
Critique, but all
Oh
I'm
my
gonna
God.
do. Wait.
Oh my
any
God.
Christian-
You
any
said
Christian-
that I was
Christian-
disingenuous talking about slavery. Then we came to the conclusion indentured
No,
servitude
mis-
because no, let me finish
misrepresenting the
fucking
Bible.
speak. Let me fucking finish speaking since you wanted to speak over
Misrepresenting
everybody
the
this
Bible.
entire goddamn time. So you originally
Misrepresenting.
came in saying that the Bible only talks about indentured servitude, which is wrong. And so
What do you
that's
wanna
what I
say?
was
It says
asking.
The word slave. It
No.
says the word slave.
No, that's not what I'm going to read you. So
Okay,
indentured
what do you read?
servitude was for 6 to 7 years. We know that. When
Yes,
in
sure.
Exodus 21, the laws in Exodus 21 for the Hebrew slaves, one you already agreed to, you can't beat your indentured servitude. In Exodus 20, it says Exodus 21:20, it says that you can beat your male and female slaves as long as they are to last for 2 to 3 days. On top of that, there's a loophole in Exodus 21 to own them as property for life if you give them a mother and if you give them a wife and kids.
So
You should
so
know
AG
this if you know your fucking
AG,
Bible.
I do. No, AG, here's my problem, right? The problem is, right, you keep these Christians come up here, and I want to say this to the Christians that are in here, right?
Oh my God.
I don't know if this person below me is an atheist. I've seen her debate before with other stuff. AG, I don't know if you're an atheist. Ian's an atheist, right? So unless they do like Ian and adopt Platonism, which I don't know if AG or Sam at the bottom do, right? Unless they adopt this, they can make no knowledge claims outside of their worldview. One, I want to know, they'll probably say it's more possible they're awake than they are asleep, but they can't know anything for certain. And this is why Ian said I was running the tag argument. So I'm
Okay,
glad you know I was running the
so-
precept argument, Ian. All I'm
So,
asking
the cute thing about all of this is that if you didn't want to argue with us because you didn't know where we
Aaron,
stood,
thank you so much for the $10 on
just-
Venmo to
oh,
kick this sexist dumb
bye-bye.
fuck.
Thank God.
Thank
But also,
fucking
if
God.
the reason why you didn't want to argue with us is because you didn't know what our standpoints were on atheism, you could have just fucking asked us because we're people, dumbass. My
Yeah.
God. You could have very simply asked us that question.
You literally were watching knowing that there's 2 people on the panel.
Yeah.
like what?
Bro's like
What
the
the
SEAL Team
fuck?
6 of talking over women, not gonna lie.
No, for real. That was so gross. What type of what type of excuse is that? Well, you guys don't know what you're talking about. How would you know? You
I
didn't let
love
us
when they
fucking
ask,
talk.
you don't believe in it, so why are you talking about it? You made the claim. So
I can't.
I'm gonna go after it. The fuck? You said
Yeah.
that the Bible's talking about indentured servitude. No, it's fucking not. There is indentured servitude in the Bible, but the majority of it's not.
Yeah. Casper the Friendly Ghost exists and he's in the corner of my room. No, he's not. Well, if you don't believe in it, then why are you talking about it?
No, for real. Crazy work. Which means you can't discuss atheism either, by that logic. What the fuck was that, Ian?
I'm fucking convulsing over here, dude. I'm doing rhetoric. I'm doing rhetoric.
I've never heard the word
You're doing
rhetoric
the
more in my life. That man, if
Me
he had
neither.
10 cents for every time he said rhetoric, he'd be a millionaire.
Rich as fuck.
I have never heard my own name and the word rhetoric
He said it so many
fucking much.
times.
Also,
said it so many
literally
times.
just wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
No.
True and based. All right, next
True and
guest.
based.
If you're, but fuck, I'm so glad because I read a paper about how to deal with presuppositionalists. We read it for book club, in fact, in my server, which everyone should be a part of. If you're not in my server, join the server. And I got to hit these crazy anti-precept tactics on this guy, and they all worked, which is phenomenal. They're so unprepared for it.
Let's go.
But yeah, if you're not in the Discord and you're 18 or older, consider joining the Discord. Link in bio. I'd love to see you there. It's the first link on the link tree. And if you're in that guest request box, make sure that you're 18 or older and that you believe in the God of the Bible, Torah, or fuck, I fucked it up, and that you think that being lesbian is wrong.
The argument you gave him, he had nothing to say, which I thought that
Yeah.
argument was fucking amazing.
Down.
For the Platonism argument, or for which
Yes.
argument?
Well,
Yeah.
for you can't ground morals.
Oh no, that's true. Yeah, because they pretend like they're grounding morals, but of course God's nature is ungrounded. So.
Can you hear me?
Yep. How's it going, Calvin?
I'm doing good. I don't believe lesbian is wrong, but I just wanted to say that I think y'all were being a bit bad faith calling him sexist because he was talking over everyone, including Ian. So I don't think he was just targeting y'all.
Well, every time
Well-
we tried to speak, instead of just talking over us, he would specifically acknowledge the fact that we were speaking and then say, anyways, and go back to talking to Ian, which is sexist as fuck.
No, I'm moving on to the next one.
Bye.
Yeah, didn't ask, don't care.
No.
Period.
Oh, hell yeah, it's time. Hey. What's up, Ethan?
Oh no.
I'm forfeiting this debate by kicking you. All right, how's it going, Roger?
Didn't
Oh, what's
Ethan
up?
request $1 from you?
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, no, Ethan's. No, I have to. I'm on a running streak from Ethan. I got to bring Ethan up and then run from him.
I seem to have accidentally requested
Okay.
up. Like, I don't know what's happened.
That's okay. Okay. It's you probably just double tapping on that screen, so I appreciate you. Hey, what's up? How's it going?
Blah 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Your maturity, your maturity level is that of a 5-year-old.
I fear you've allowed a vampire up onto your platform.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I want to suck your blood.
Oh, okay.
Waka waka. I love this guy. Let's keep him around for just a second while we get the next guest.
Yeah. Not the garlic. Not the garlic.
What's up, James? How's it going, James J?
Hello, can you hear me?
How old are you?
I'm 21.
What year were you born?
Sorry, you said what?
What year were you born?
I was born in 2003.
Okay, I'm afraid I have to kick this other guy. That's too bad. Is that Chad? Is this real? You're 21, 2000. Yeah, that checks out. I think.
Yes.
Okay. And do you think that being lesbian is wrong?
I believe it's wrong, and for me, I personally believe it's like it's not real in the real world.
Not another one. What the fuck do you mean?
No, like okay, look, listen.
Do you want to watch me make out with my girlfriend or something? Like, would that make it more real?
No, like I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying it's not real.
What does that mean?
Change. Okay, let me explain. Like you can decide to change the way you look. But the fact that you were born a man or a woman, you cannot change that fact.
How is this at all relevant?
That has
to what-
nothing to do
Listen,
with being a lesbian.
look,
What do you?
listen, let me explain.
I think you're confused. What do you think a lesbian is?
A lesbian, oh my gosh, sorry, that's basically gay. Somebody that loves
Basically.
your own gender, like a girl who loves a girl.
Yeah.
Okay, so what does that have to do with the other
That's the
thing you
literal
said?
definition of a lesbian.
Sorry, I was cut off, but still, lesbianism is not right. It's not proper because okay, wait. Let me ask all of you. Let me ask all of you one question.
Okay.
Why
One
is
each,
it
or
that in the whole ecosystem, in the whole
this is a bad
creation
question.
system,
You don't want to ask this one, but keep on
wait,
going.
listen.
Oh, no.
Every other animal, every other
False.
like creation,
False.
it's a male and a female,
False.
and they can only
False.
reproduce
False.
as a male and a female.
False.
Now,
So wait, do you want
we-
to hear the two ways that is wrong? So first, there's animals
Seahorses.
that hold other sexes, ones that are like both at the same time, and additionally, animals are gay as fuck. They do lots of gay sex. And Ethine, thank you so much for the $6.66 on Venmo. Hail Ethine! Hail 666! Hail Satan! Big W Ethine! I appreciate the hell out of you.
Hail lesbians.
Hail lesbians.
Indeed.
Okay, so I'm listening.
Yeah. So animals are gay as fuck, and also not all of them are male and female.
And not all of them
Mm-hmm.
procreate the same way we do. Like seahorses, the men get pregnant.
Okay.
Also, some animals reproduce asexually.
Okay. I won't argue. I agree with you. But we as human beings, we're supposed to be the superior. Like, we're supposed to be superior to every other animal on this planet,
Then why
right?
did you use other animals to support your argument in the first place?
No, hold on. You guys said that there are some animals, it's not all animals. The majority of animals, they get pregnant through male and female sex. It's
And the
So wait,
majority
so
of
if the
humans
claim
aren't
is that
lesbian.
lesbians don't get each other pregnant, I agree. We're not talking about like pregnancy. We're talking about like just having sex.
okay, let me just put it like this. Let me explain my point like this. To me, let me say what I believe. It's that men and
Steven, thank you so much for the $5 on Venmo.
men and women were created for a reason. So it's like
What's that reason?
men. Okay, a woman cannot get pregnant without like sperm. Even if
What
she
about an
says she's
infertile
not
woman?
gonna have sex with a man,
What about an infertile woman that cannot get pregnant, period?
then she cannot get pregnant.
Okay, so
She cannot. It's not on lesbianism or it's not on anything. I'm just saying a general fact. A woman, even if you say you're not gonna have sex with a man, you need a sperm to get pregnant. That's
Okay,
my
why
point.
why would this be relevant?
Yeah, what does that mean being lesbian is wrong?
Okay, so let me explain. It basically just goes down to the point where men and women were created for a reason.
I
Okay.
disagree.
Same.
Okay, why do you disagree that men and women were created
Because
for a
I
reason?
think we came from evolution. We happen to exist, and then we attach our own purpose and reason to things. So, if somebody wants to be a lesbian, that sounds good and chill to me.
Okay, so you said you believe in evolution. Where did we come from? Where did we come from?
Lots of things.
Like what?
The Homo erectus.
Okay.
Erect? Ian.
Homo erectus
God.
mentioned.
Homo erectus mentioned.
Okay. So for me, I don't believe in evolution per se. I
Okay,
believe
so-
we were created by a god.
That's nice. So if evolution didn't happen, why is our second chromosome a fusion of the 2A and 2B chromosomes that the other great apes have?
Okay, so this is basically science, but
yeah, we know you don't believe in that.
Yeah. What is saying like this is science do for you? Like
no,
yeah.
because science it's its own beliefs. Science what
isn't a
you're saying-
belief.
It's a method.
So what is it then? If
It's a method.
Methodology.
Scientology is a belief. It's basically a
Scientology
religion.
isn't
Scientology
science.
is
That's a
not
religion.
yeah.
It is the
Well,
study
it's
of science.
something
Or
It's
am
else.
I
not.
wrong?
It's a cult.
No.
Oh my
Is
gosh.
it repeatable in a lab environment? Because if it's not science. So Scientology is not science. Good try.
Yeah, that's not.
Bro just
So,
equated science to Scientology. Wild.
I'm
What I
scared.
say is that I believe in a higher power.
Yeah, we
Okay?
know.
I believe in a God. Now, you said we evolved, right?
yep.
Okay, so can any of you tell me for a fact how long this earth has been existing?
Yeah,
Like,
around like
can any of you
4.5
tell me
billion
for a
years.
fact?
Yeah. Like 4.5 billion.
So, how sure are you that it has been existing for 4.5 billion years?
Pretty sure.
How sure are you?
Pretty sure.
Do
I'd give it like a
you
solid like 98%.
Okay,
That's what I was gonna say
so
too.
my question is, do you personally have proof that the Earth existed 4.5 billion years ago?
Yeah, we do. That's a great question. We have something called radiometric dating. We have uranium lead dating. So we have these things called zircon crystals. They form without lead, which means all the lead that came from them or that is in them came from radioactive decay. So these crystals they form with uranium. Uranium decays into lead. So we know that all of the lead that is in them came from uranium decaying into that lead. So we can just like do the math, calculate the half lives, compute the ratios, and then tell what how old the Earth is, and it's 4.5 billion years old.
Okay, if you say so.
I do,
But
and science
the
does.
thing is, okay, so this information must have been passed down, right? They must have discovered that the Earth was existing like a long time ago. They didn't discover that in like 2020, not in 2010. It was a long time ago, right?
I don't know
Before
when they
any of this was
discovered the age
born.
of the Earth. I mean, maybe, probably. I could find this fact out for you if you're really interested. I just don't know what the relevance
But
is.
if you're gonna find the fact down, where are you gonna look for it? Where are you gonna find it and show it to me?
Yeah, like Google.com, and then preferably it would be
Exactly.
on like
It's
some
Google. It's
reputable scientific journal, and then I can just give
yeah.
you the name of the study that you will neither listen to or look up later. So we could do
What
that. It's just kind of a waste of everyone's time, right? It's not like it's going to change your mind even if I find it.
No, look, listen, I'm not gonna lie, but I read too. So Google, yes, you're right. All the information you might want to find is on Google. But you need to understand, Google is a search engine. It's not it's not factual. I don't know how I'll explain this, but it's like in a system, if you were the one, okay, just like you running your TikTok, you're the one who puts the topics on the page and everybody's seeing like your topics. I don't know if you understand what I mean.
1956.
Yeah.
I don't know if you understand what I mean. But what I'm saying is
Yeah,
that
we do understand what you
if
mean. We don't think that
Google,
everything on Google
if
is
Google,
reputable.
if Google will give you information, it is information Google will give you. I don't know if
Damn,
you
you ate
get
that
it.
up. Damn,
I
damn.
did
Well,
not make
that's
that
like
up.
tautological. I just can't
That
penetrate
was
your intense logic. All the
No,
things that Google
honestly
gives you are the things that Google gives you.
that's crazy work.
exactly.
Honestly,
You cannot
that's
tell me
wow.
what Google gives you is a fact because it's what.
That's
Oh
why
my
what I was
gosh.
trying to explain to
Yeah.
you
But by
was
the
we
way, this
don't
guy
think
believes in like literal
everything.
fairy tales. But yeah.
It's not fairy
Hi.
tales. It's a
But
god. It's a
also,
god.
we don't
Not
think
fairy tales.
everything on Google is reputable. There are different ways you can determine whether or not an informational source is reputable or not. Typically, we don't take .coms because, you know, capitalism influences people to put certain things out for clicks. We prefer .gov.edu. You can look at the references for studies, and also if the study is peer reviewed, we're more inclined to believe what it has to say over like a think tank piece. Like we're not dumb. We're not just gonna look up shit on Google and then like click on
Click the first
Wikipedia real
source.
quick. Like that's not no. And you're
But
allowed to
I'm
dispute
saying,
sources too if you have a better one.
if
That's fine.
wait, okay, wait. Look, I asked a question. I said if you were to prove to me the Earth was 4.5 billion years ago, you said I will look it up, right?
Oh,
So
well, wait,
which
I already
of
gave
you?
you the proof. I gave you the exact explanation of how we know the Earth is this age. But if you're curious about when we first learned
Yes,
this
you said I could look it
information,
up
not
and
sure what
like
the
prove
relevance
it
of
for
that is,
myself.
but if you really want to know that, that's like fact. That's a fact that you can like look up and research.
Yes, I'm not arguing. But what I'm saying is how do I put this for you guys to understand me?
We understand what you're saying.
Okay, look, okay, let me use this. Like the news. Y'all watch the news, right?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, one person
I
doesn't
lied.
watch
I
the
actually
news.
don't watch the news. No.
I love
Okay,
myself too much for that. No.
Okay, 3 people don't watch the news, but like,
No.
okay, y'all know what the news is. Let me just put it like that.
Unfortunately.
Yes.
So it's
We don't live under a
basically
rock.
Well,
these people would come and they would give you information
they
about what is
come.
going
My
on.
gosh. How inappropriate.
Right there in front of everyone.
Oh my gosh. No closed doors with an audience? Crazy
I'm
work.
sorry.
They
I didn't
would
know the news was so
apologize.
freaky.
Would you
I'm
guys
not
let me
sorry.
talk?
Yeah, of course.
Can I speak?
Yeah, you can.
Thank you. So they'll put on the cameras and they'll basically give information. They'll tell everybody,
Why are
this
you
is what's
telling us
going
shit
on.
we already know?
Yeah, why are you explaining the news to us right now?
James,
and you,
like,
and you
you're
wanted me to not
speaking-
interrupt you.
James,
Can
you're
you guys
speaking-
just let me finish?
No, listen,
Why
I'm
are
sorry.
you explaining
James,
the
James,
news?
listen, you're giving us definitions for kindergartners. Please talk to us like we're
I'm
adults.
breaking it down so
I
you
don't
can
need you to
understand
break
me
down
in
what the
best
fucking
way
news is. You're making me
possible.
lose brain cells.
Because
hurts. It hurts.
James,
Yes.
I'm sorry, but you're talking to us like we're 5-year-olds and have never been on the planet before. Please speak in a like
to be honest, you're the one picking an offense because I'm breaking it down. It's
But
I
not
don't need you to break down what the
I'm
fucking
breaking
news
it down.
is.
I'm breaking my question down.
James,
You've not
James,
even
we're
let
not-
me
We're
ask
not
the question.
dumb.
James, we're not.
Our
we're not
IQs
dumb.
combined,
Hold on,
our
hold
IQs
on.
combined are like
I know y'all
are
are smart.
insane.
Y'all are
Hold
smart.
on,
James,
hold on,
James,
hold
I'll,
on,
I'll
hold
give
on.
you,
people. I'm
I'll
not
pay
even
you, I'll pay
arguing,
you
but let
20
me ask
bucks
my
to take
question.
the
We're-
Mensa IQ test right here on the live stream and stream it for everyone. 20 bucks.
Ian, I know yours is over 150.
No, I'm not. I'm not claiming to be smart. Y'all are y'all are
You're just
smart.
like
Y'all are smart, but at least
we
let
know
me
what the
finish my
news
question.
is. I know
Yeah.
I know what the news is.
James, we're
So
not.
thank
We're
you.
not trying
You guys
to.
know what the news is. Thank you. So let me
Okay.
continue. Okay. So now you guys cannot tell me what the. Okay, let me just use the COVID-19.
18 will throw in 40 bucks if you want to stream the Mensa IQ test right here in front of everyone.
Okay. I'm getting to the point.
It's 60
Let's
bucks.
Land the plane, goddammit.
He's trying to land the plane and it's fucking 9/11. Oh my god, get to the
Guys,
fucking point.
Are y'all gonna let me get to the point or not?
Bro, it's been 30 minutes. Bro, I grew a beard, shaved it, and came
We're
back. Like,
actually
please.
begging you to arrive at the point. Please
Okay,
get there.
so listen. Let me just use this is the last example I'm gonna use. But the COVID-19 period when everybody
Please don't
was,
explain it.
I'm not explaining it. It's like I'm landing. Okay,
How the
so
fuck
let
does
me
this
land.
have to do with what we're talking about?
The COVID-19 period. Look, listen. If the news came up and told you 1 million people died, you would believe 1 million people died because that's what.
No, we fact check shit.
Check it. We've been trying to explain.
I'm sorry
this to
you don't do that because you believe in a fairy tale, so you just believe the fairy tale, but all 3 of us fact check shit. That's why we hold the positions we hold in the first place. Because we don't just believe shit that's thrown at us.
That's why we kept cutting you off. We already knew where this was going, and the answer was no. So please.
The thing is, okay, if y'all would speak and people would listen to y'all speak, can y'all at least try to listen to other people speak?
If we already know
get
exactly
to
what you're
it.
going to say, and it doesn't hold any value to the conversation,
Basically, I'm just
why
saying,
would we
the news-
continue to
I'm
allow you
trying
to
tell you
yap?
guys, but basically what I'm saying is the news would tell you what the news wants to tell you.
Oh
If
my
you-
god! Oh my god!
Jesus Christ,
This is why
listen.
we don't listen now.
If I were to own a news channel, look, listen.
It's a news channel, and they tell you news. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, what
Can
are
you
you
guys let me
saying?
talk?
Do you even understand what you're saying?
Cyber, thank you so much
Yes.
for the $30 to kick the guest. Yeah,
Thanks.
absolutely.
W Cyber.
W Cyber.
W
Hail,
Cyber.
Let's get a big round of applause for Cyber.
Get it to it. Yes. Fuck
We
it
love you,
up.
Cyber.
Fuck it up, Cyber. Yes.
Oh my fucking
You spared the last
God.
brain cells I had.
I only have like a
are
quarter.
you are you familiar with the concept of the new?
Did you know that sometimes the news is unreliable? Like,
Did you know Google was a search engine?
Crazy work.
Have you perhaps pondered that people have biases?
Crazy work. It hurt. It hurt so bad.
You believe in a fairy tale! A fairy tale!
Rhetoric news.
I fucking can't.
Rhetorical news.
Oh my god.
Please.
Make sure you double tap it on that screen. If you're in that guest request box, make sure. Oh my god.
It hurts so bad. It hurts so
Yeah, make sure that you think that being lesbian is wrong. Oh my god.
Yo, now that I read the prompt, I actually think lesbianism is wrong. You have to give me a time to set my premise, but
okay.
Any questions first? Or- Okay, so one, I have to go off the this definition of what wrong is. So I'm not saying wrong is evil necessarily, but wrong is something the majority of people should not be doing.
No, I don't agree with this. I don't agree with this definition.
Me neither.
Why not?
Me neither. Because say for example, like, one person is given a task that is going to aid the planet. But if a lot of people do that task, it'll affect the planet differently than if one person were to do it. That doesn't mean that that one person that's doing the thing is doing something wrong. Like, this is very
No,
context
I
dependent.
think you're getting it mixed up. No, I think you're getting mixed. I'm not saying that the one person who's doing something out of the ordinary is wrong. I'm saying defining something as wrong is something that the majority of people should be pushing away from. Like, they should not be doing. For instance, murder. Most majority of people shouldn't murder. Therefore, murder, it's wrong.
Do you think the majority of people should be engineering?
If you most people will participate in lesbianism, it will be specifically wrong for the planet. Bisexuality, on the other hand, would push towards sexuality towards like men and women. So
Okay, wait. So, but do you think the majority of the planet should be like engineering Boeing 747s?
what do you mean by that?
Do you think the majority of the planet should be engineering Boeing 747s, or do you think perhaps it should just be the small group of people who do the thing?
I think it should be a small group of people if it's not needed.
Yeah, exactly. So, is it wrong to engineer a Boeing 747?
If it leads to bad outcomes, yes.
But do you think it's like wrong for this like group of engineers to engineer a Boeing 747?
If it leads to bad outcomes, yes.
But what if it doesn't?
Then no.
Okay, so this is an example of a thing that the majority of people shouldn't be doing, but it's not wrong. Claudia, thank you so much. Thank you very much. Appreciate that, Claudia.
That's what I'm saying. If it doesn't have any bad outcomes that would ultimately lead to the human downfall, then I don't think it would be wrong. But lesbianism, I could see lead to, if majority of people practice it, it would ultimately lead to bad outcomes.
Yeah. So
Same
I just want to,
process,
but you acknowledge how this like throws your standard out that if the majority of people did the thing, if the majority of people engineered Boeing 747s, then our Boeing 747s wouldn't fly; they would crash and burn. I think is what they're doing anyway, but that's neither here nor there. But just because the majority of people shouldn't be doing it doesn't mean that the people who do it are wrong for doing so.
No, that's why I said my premise. That's why I said I believe that wrong in itself is something that majority of people should not be practicing because ultimately it would lead to the.
Do you think sexual orientation?
Like,
Do you think sexual orientation is a choice?
I think what's that scientist in the order what I forgot what he said, but there was 3 types of homosexuals. There's one who were made that way by trauma, by choice, and there was a third one. I think the other 2 by choice and by
Give me a source
trauma.
for that.
I think those 2 are wrong. But if you were born that way,
Can you give me a source for that?
I can't find the source, but I remember it was a psychological thing from like during the World War. They did a documentary on it. I forgot what it was.
It was filmed during like World War II.
I'm not sure when it was. I think it was like I know it was in black
Oh,
and
you don't want
white,
to go
but I
down
know
this road,
that.
bestie.
Oh no, Sam
You
has
don't
the
wanna go down
facts
this
as
road.
always. Oh
You
no.
don't want to go. You don't want to go down
Let's
this road.
before the bloodbath. I was just trying to think. What are the 3 types of homosexuals?
I think they said like whatchamacallit that one. There was one that was born that way, one that was
Are you talking about the
made that way.
pseudoscientist?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm thinking more
Resources,
aesthetically. Like, what are the 3 gay aesthetics?
Aesthetics.
Ethine! Fuck, that was weird and embarrassing. Ethine, thank you so much for the $40 on Venmo. Big W Ethine in that comment section. I appreciate the hell out of that. That's $40. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Ethine. I love you, and I cherish you, and I treasure you, and I value you. You're incredible, Ethine. I do. I will. Thank you, Ethine.
W theme.
The reason why I'm inclined to believe this study that I can't remember the source, but I remember that another study popping up saying that there are gay genes that are, like, make us have higher proclivity toward being homosexual, and if you were sexually assaulted or traumatized when you were young, that could like activate that gene and ultimately lead someone to being homosexual.
So
That's what I think
89% of women have been SA'd in their lifetime. That would just go against your stat. If 89% of
No, I'm
women have been
saying
SA'd
that's
but you'd have to figure out where the fuck the gay gene comes from, and even if that's wrong, and this is just so obnoxious. And first of all, the actual claim that you need to defend in the first place, because you refuse to give us the source that you're talking about, the pseudoscientist, is really that the being a lesbian leads to negative outcomes.
I didn't say that pseudoscientists claim that being lesbian led to negative outcomes. I believe that
No,
personally,
I
I believe it
said
leads to negative
lesbian.
outcomes.
Being
Majority
a
of
lesbian.
people practice it.
Yes, you'd have to tell me
Yeah.
how being a majority of people that would be a lesbian would be lead to negative outcomes.
Okay, so I didn't refuse to give you the source. I just don't remember it. I could look it up right now, but that would take time, and I'm not sure if y'all want
I
to
don't
wait.
care. I just want you to tell me
But
how being a lesbian.
But that's the problem, though.
okay,
If
I
your
was going to
source
get to
is
that.
from like World War II, this is not going to be a good argument.